Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
What's up, guys? Lord Skunk here. Happy Friday. Welcome, everybody. Hope everybody had a good St. Patty's Day. Hope they're not too hungover. Welcome to the stream. We got some stuff we're going to go over. We're going to do our Friday free-for-all. We're going to recap some of the stuff that we went over this week. There was a lot of good stuff that happened. Just a few things to start us off. We know Old Ben has moved to the Cantina. Been a lot of talk about Old Ben. We do have the Droid event that has been launched on Google devices, which I can show you guys today. I finished it yesterday before the live stream, so I didn't get a chance to show you guys, but I'll show you today. It's not too crazy exciting, but I will show you that if you're on iOS and haven't had a chance to see it, or if you don't have droids high enough to get in there and do it. Also, we released, Trooper was released this week, so we talked about him and Ewok teams. We'll go over that. Magma Trooper now, we have all unlocked him if you have logged in every day for the month so far. We just finished up with the Yoda event. A lot of talk on that. A lot of good stuff about Yoda. So we're going to go over, we're going to recap a little bit about Yoda, just so you guys can prepare for next month if you haven't got him this round, or if maybe you didn't 7-star him this round. We're going to talk about Line App group that we have started now on Line App to give you guys, an option to discuss Star Wars Galaxy Heroes and be a part of the community outside of just the live chat. I know you guys tear the live chat up. It's great. I love it. I love the fact that you guys interact so much and help each other out. So I created a Line App group for that specifically for the viewers, so you guys can go ahead in there and chat you guys can chat within that Line App group. Also, if you're new to the channel or you haven't been to the channel before, please subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. You will be alerted to new video content that are posted on the site. Also, you will be alerted when we're doing live streams, so you can participate in that. If you're watching this from the official forums, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, jump over to the main YouTube page. So if you're on your mobile app, you can open up YouTube and search Lord Skunk, or if you're on your laptop or something, you can search Lord Skunk. It'll come up. Just click right in the live stream. You can participate in the live chat. Let's see. I think we got some good chat already started. Yeah. We got some good stuff already going in there. So hello to everybody. I'll get to you guys in just a minute in the chat. But this thing will fill up here shortly as we get more people that join the live chat. I know it is Friday, so a lot of people are out and about. But if you are home and you are chilling, or you're able to access your mobile device, jump into the stream, jump into the chat, and participate with us. It's a great community we're building. We're going to go over a few other things too that we have talked about during the week. So we got some good stuff to cover. I do have Galactic Wars that I can complete. Again, I did say we could do the Droid event on my Droid account, so we can take a look at that. We have some arena battles I'm sure we can go into. But let me just kind of get around and see. I didn't have a lot of time to mess with too much stuff on here. I did finish Rank 1 Arena on my main account, which, as you know, that's my goal if you've been following the stream. That has been my goal to do so, and I have done that pretty consistently. I think maybe just a few times since I started playing I haven't done that. But for the most part, finish Rank 1 every day on my main account. Now, on my Droid account, my goal is to finish. I'll flip over to that real quick. Is to finish in the top 20, and I did do that today. I fell all the way back to the 40s today, but I did end up finishing 19. So I did finish in the top 20, and as you know, if you follow the stream, that's my goal to do so. So let me just claim this, and then I want to pop over to the live chat. Just see what you guys got going on. Let's see. Who do we got? We got Thomas Soto. Hey Thomas, what's up? John's here. Crypto's here. Benjamin's here. Benjamin. OMG, defense might be a thing after this next update, and no more one-hit kills. Nice. We'll talk about that. Who else? We got Kleiss 315. Hey Kleiss. Welcome to the stream. As we know, more people start to filter in as we get going. Let's see. If you guys have any questions specifically for me, I've been asking you guys to do me a huge favor if you could. Please, if you want to address me specifically, hey, what's up, Rogue? If you want to address me specifically, please do so in all caps. It just helps me. I know you guys will get the chat going. You guys will be talking and discussing and all kinds of good stuff. That's fine. And I always appreciate that. But please type in all caps if you want to address me or ask me a question. Please do so. Rogue, John, some of you guys, Crypto, some of you guys that are here, when new people start to filter in, if you guys could just kind of help moderate that and remind people to do that. Okay, so let's see. So there must be some good character changes. Post a link to that so I can pull that up. We'll review that as well. The character changes. Post those notes in there so I can pull that up in a minute in my browser. Let's see. Let me take a look at the Droid event. While you guys do that, let me take a look at the Droid event on my account. I'll show you guys what that is for those of you that don't have Android devices. Now, with the Droid event, when you get one of these little data cards every day. 15 Days of Spring. It must be a Google exclusive thing because I don't get it on my iOS account. Now, what it is you get a chance to get a couple shards either for the main droids, obviously no Grievous in here, or you have a potential character drop. And I already have all these characters, so if I get one of them in this poll, it'll just give me bonus shards or whatever. And it seems like it drops pretty much the 10K every time. So let's go ahead and pull this and see what we get. Okay, oh, I got 50K. Okay, and I got two 88 shards. Now, this is great. I'm glad that this happened to be for Android because that's where I have my Droid account. So that would benefit me most. I already pretty much have I think I have all the droids. The ability to 7-star them on my main account. They aren't all promoted and stuff or leveled up, but this is the account where I've been focusing on droids. So it's kind of nice that it worked out that way. Also, this is the account I was considering building that Ewok team. So when we get to Chirpa later, that Ewok synergy, that really works out for this account. So he said it won't let me link. You should be able to copy and paste the link into the chat. I don't know. If not, I'll look it up. Just tell me where it's at. I'll look it up. Is it on the official forum somewhere? Probably is, I'm assuming. So let's see. We got 50K, which is good. I don't have a lot of credits on this account. This account is primarily free to play. So not a lot there. Let me just double check this. I usually need these. Let's grab these. They're cheap and can use them later. Matter of fact, I'm going to hold off, though, because I think my reset... Let me see, what's my reset going to be? 5, 9, 10. Yeah, I'll just buy them now. Ain't no big deal. Whatever. Buy them again after reset, I guess. Who's in here? I think that's First Order TIE Pilot, isn't it? Yeah, First Order TIE Pilot, Boba Fett. Okay. I don't buy any shards or anything on this account like that. Let's go over here to events. And this is what it looks like. Droids Fight Back event. It's nothing too exciting. If you don't have... it's on the official forums. Okay, great. I'll pull that up in a minute. Droids Fight Back. So if you don't have a Google device, you're not missing out on a ton. Now, there is one thing, though, that you do get out of here, which is kind of cool. They do drop the 7-star training droids, which is nice because that does add a lot of XP if you're training up characters. So let's go ahead and we'll do the Tier 2 normal. I don't have... my droids are not 6-star yet. I don't have three droids that are 6-star or higher yet. So as you can see, though, there is quite a bit of time. I think this is a 14-day event, roughly. So a 14-day event that I'll have a chance to maybe get into that 6-star one. I don't really know what more it gives you, but we'll take a look at the Tier 2 4-star. So I got HK, 88, and 86. And again, you just fight 3 Jawas. It's a 1 scenario battle. It's definitely not Master Yoda event for sure. What I do is it's just basically a DPS match. It's just who can DPS the most. So I usually just focus a little Jawa guy down, take him out pretty quick. And you can see they don't do a lot of damage, so we'll kill him. And I usually just move over to Dachka. And Chief Nebbit or whatever is the main one, the leader, so we'll do him last. But as you can see, they're not highly difficult or anything like that. Yeah, Chief Nebbit is the last character, the main boss, the leader or whatever. So not really doing much damage to my team. And my team's only not even level 60 yet. So it's not a difficult event at all. But you'll see what we get here. Okay, so we got 2 of Magma Guard, who is the least used of all my droids. But we did get one of those 7-star training droids. I think I got 2 of them yesterday. I think that's what I got. Or maybe it was 3. I don't know. So they do have a chance to drop more than 1. And then I got 2 of the Tier 2 ability mats. So, nothing major. Took probably about, maybe a minute. But you can do the battle twice. So I can go right back in and do it again. Maybe we'll save that for just a little bit for some people that join maybe a little bit later. We'll do that one again for people that don't make it to the live stream right now. Maybe they'll make it a little bit later. Crypto said, "Do you think they will add Chief Nebby?" Yeah, they will. He's in the data or whatever. Obviously, he's an NPC, so I'm sure at some point they will. I'm sure they're gonna release a full Jawa team. They're gonna release Tusken Shaman, so they'll have a little bit more Tuskens. They released this Ewok, so Chief Sherpa, which like I said, we'll get into a little bit later. But yeah, so I mean, not a crazy event or anything. I mean, it gives you a few extra little bonus things, but nothing game changing. But I do need as many shards as I could get because I am trying to gear droids up as my main arena team. So just to recap on that, Geo is 6-star. I did 6-star him the other day, so he's making his way towards 7-star. We're about 20 shards away for HK47 to be 6. 86 we're working on out of Galactic Wars. My Galactic Wars has been really tough on this account. I haven't completed it but maybe once or twice since opening up Galactic Wars. It's just very difficult. I just don't have a deep roster. I probably could strategize a little better and make it through, but my main account is really where I put all my effort in. But I know as I get leveled up more, this will become much easier. Especially when I move that Ewok team. I think the Ewok team's going to help. When we get Nebbit and kind of work on some of these guys. But right now I'm focusing all my gear and effort on on my main arena team, and that's what I think you should do. If you're a new player, or I know a lot of you guys in the live chat have started over new accounts, following some of the advice that myself and some of the other veterans in the live stream have given you, definitely put all your focus, all your effort, into your main team, whoever it's going to be. Now, Daka is sitting in my 5th spot for right now on my arena team, just until I open up Poggle. But I'm not going to really focus on Poggle until after I get 86, at least the 6-star, so I can participate in the 6-star part of that droid event. So hopefully I'll be able to do that in the next couple days of that event being live. I think I will. I think it's 12 more days or 11 more days or whatever it was when we looked at it. So we should have enough time, I think, to get them to 6-star. The one I'm worried most about is 88. So I got to get HK and then I'll move on to 88. They're both in arena, so it makes it difficult because you can't do them both at the same time. So that's that. Let's see, what else did I want to look at? Galactic Wars, did I do anything there? Okay, so I did a little bit on Galactic Wars last night. I did test out Twitch. I did a little bit of streaming on Twitch just to see how that looked. Like it was pretty good quality. That might be something that we look at in the future. Squad Arena, where am I at? Am I still 19? Yeah, still 19. Okay, we could do a battle here real quick. Let's see. I should probably buy some shards. HK is what I'm working on. And we'll do a quick battle. Let's see. I guess we'll go for... Can we get a little bit lower? Okay, it's pretty hard on this server because these are all... The top 20 is pretty much all pay to play. For sure. This Tarkin guy always hangs out in the top 15 at least. He's another droid, so he's one of the droid guys. Oh, here's a guy coming up, Cry 23. So he's coming up, and then basically you see there's 3 droid teams in the top 10, and then pretty much for the most part just pay to play. So it's a struggle, but the struggle is real. Now I know what it's like to face me on my main account. All right, let's go into. We'll fight this other droid team, I guess. They got Poe, so. See if we can take out 86 before Poe taunts. We might be able to. The Jedi, though, the Jedi team's been fighting, man. They just seem to take Doc out immediately. So it's really annoying. So Poe did taunt. So there goes... see if we can res him. There goes our 86. No, he did not get res by Daka. It's not going to do good for us here. But yeah, Poe can be very helpful, or maybe even Royal Guard with the droid team. I don't have Poe yet on this account. I probably should have just started on Poe, really, honestly, is what I probably should have done, but oh well. Okay, now let's see. I don't think we're going to be able to do this, but I think we can at least maybe kill 86, maybe. We'll see, I don't know. I don't really care. Like I said, I just want to stay in the top 20. I know as we get leveled up, as we get closer to 70 and I start these guys up and stuff, I'll be able to compete at a better level. Especially I think Poggle will help as well. He'll buff the droids up and stuff. So I just wanted to get those battles out. I got, I think, 3 more battles that I can do. So I'm just trying to burn through those, not waste them. Let's see. Do you think they will add Chief Nebbit? Yeah, we already answered that. I got both the Tuscans and a Bronze Impact. Nice, nice. That's what Crypto said. Johnson, my Galactic War has been brutal. I just don't have the high level depth yet. Yeah, me either on this account. I mean, there's a lot of strategy that you can put into play to really do it, but this is my second account. I mean, I really don't want to focus too much time and effort on it. I mean, I don't really want to spend an hour doing Galactic Wars, retreating, trying different combos and all that. So I just really primarily get as far as I can with my main team. When they start kind of dying off, I like throwing Counselor, Royal Guard, Elder, stuff like that, and then they'll die off a little bit. And then I usually get to about the third battle to the end, the third to last battle, and then I usually kind of, my team pretty much peters out at that point. But that's okay. I mean, I'm not that big. It's not that big a deal. The same thing happened on my main account too. You kind of hit a window, kind of when you get into the low 50s, mid 60s, and then it starts evening out. So, the level seems really low on that server. One guy on my server was level 70 in less than a month. Yeah, you can level up pretty quick. I was the first 70 on my main account, and I've been playing since really just kind of a few days into February. I think probably like February 6th or 7th I started playing. I started this channel on the 19th, I think, somewhere around there in February. I think my first video was uploaded on the 19th or something. But yeah, I think I did it. I got to 70 in probably about, I would say about a month, maybe a month and a week or something, for me to get to 70. And 60 to 70 wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be very difficult to get from 60 to 70, but wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. So let me take a look at arena on this too. Do I have any arena left? I got one battle left. If you guys want, pick a. We usually do this. Just pick a team. Call it 4, 3, or. Well, this guy took the one spot. So 4, 3, or 1. Just let me know who you want me to go against. I'll give you guys a minute to look at that. But yeah, pick a team. We'll fight them, and then we'll move in. Maybe we'll move into Galactic Wars or whatever you guys want to do. But yeah, do that. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I was looking up that. I was looking up the update that you guys were talking about, or the announcement you were talking about on the forum. So I'm just trying to get a peek at that. Developer updates, community update. Okay, so we'll look at that here in a minute. Let me see. You guys want to go for number 1? Yeah, let's get that number 1 spot back. I don't like not having that. All right, and I fought this guy enough now. I already pretty much have the strategy of what to do with him. Okay, we're gonna go for. We'll just take Qui-Gon out first. That's our first target. Usually Leia, if she procs one more time, she usually kills him. She's not procking a lot for us tonight. So we'll just finish Qui-Gon. And then what I usually do is Rey's buffed at this point, so just do a little bit on Yoda. And then we'll go for Lumi. And this team, I mean, this team could definitely be killed, but we already took out 2 of theirs before they got 1 of ours, so that's going to put us ahead. And we use Qui-Gon Jinn, see if we can get rid of that buff. We did. So that buffs our team, which is always good for Rey. So there goes Rebel Scout. We'll finish off Lumi. And then now it's just 5s. Just got to do some damage on him. Now he will counter a lot, but Fives is the next character I'm working on getting out of Cantina. So I think he might be kind of fun to play with. I was looking at a Sith team a couple live streams ago. I think you guys saw that. So, all right, and that's that. So I really would like to get Rey 7-star, man. She's 6.5 basically. Still need 50 more shards for her, but you know I don't really, since I'm already level capped now. I did hit 70, you know, a week ago or whatever it was. I don't really need to do all that extra energy to get XP. XP is just wasted right now. So what I've been doing is I've been just refreshing or trying to refresh Rey a little bit more. I've been refreshing her one time on each node I have. I have 2 nodes open for her. So I just refresh. It's 50-50. And then I guess I could technically probably refresh to 100, but I have been working on a little bit of gear. Royal Guard's next in line for me. So I need one more piece to get him to gear 7. So I'm going to go Royal Guard, and then I think I'm going to go Yoda. So that's going to be my next 2 characters that I work on. I think they both bring different, good utility, good synergies to whatever team I'd want to put them in. My team that I have now, the one that we just looked at in Arena, is really good. I really like that team. You guys know I've been talking about it for a little while. It's finally getting, you know, pretty much complete. I need some more ability mats for their powers and stuff, but it's a really strong team. They shred people, but they are real soft. You know, they're squishy, so they can get hit some. Let's see. I'm just gonna look at the chat here. Henry just joined. Hey Henry, what's up? Hey everybody that joined. Again, just to recap, just a reminder, if you want to ask me a question, I love the fact that you guys chat in chat. That's what it's there for, and you guys, you know, have a great discussion going. So continue to do that. But if you want to address me specifically or ask me a question specifically, please just type it in all caps. It just makes it easier for me to see it when I'm scrolling through, trying to catch it, and then it doesn't slow down the stream unless I'm doing other stuff. So, okay, so we got that out of the way. We can do Galactic Wars on my main account. If you guys want to do Galactic Wars on my main account, I'm happy to do that. Or we can get into recapping some of the stuff that we went over for anybody that's missed. This week's update. And as well, why don't we just take a peek at... Look at it. Somebody said... Who was that? Let me see that. I saw something posted here. Balax, whatever, on the forum said, "Oh, I love the third person going on here." What people don't understand, I don't think, is that this is a live stream. So our community, if you're not watching this on the main channel, you won't see all the different chat and all the people that are watching the live stream that interact in the live stream. So when I say we or us or stuff like that, I'm referring to the live stream, the audience that's a part of this, the community that we're building that's a part of this. So that's why I refer to we and us. You know, a lot of people make comments that about videos and stuff I posted, like when I posted my Yoda event. That's you know, that's just how it is. I mean, I'm including you guys because we're kind of all doing it together. But let's look up the update. Okay, update notes. Okay, John said, "I'm gonna test Dooku lead tomorrow once I get Dooku leader up a bit." Skunk. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, we've been talking about Dooku. Dooku's a good option, man, with his new. Let me pull up this community update. With his not new, but with the update this week, his leadership skill has been fixed or whatever. So yeah, he's definitely back in the game again. So I'm gonna pull him off the shelf and probably look at him at some point. Juan, just stopping by. Not gonna be around, but we'll check out the stream later. Take care. Okay, cool, Juan. Thanks for coming and popping in, saying hey, what's up. Let's take a look at these community updates because there's probably some good stuff in here. Let's see what happened this week, which we already kind of went over, which we already were planning on doing. And our Friday live stream is always usually a recap of the week. So this week we saw the release of an update that fixed a number of bugs, introducing a new character, Chief Chirpa, reworked the kit for Ahsoka Tano, and added new locations to farm shards for Old Ben. Okay, yeah, we already knew that. There's now a tips and tricks section for players to share their knowledge. If you have a tip or trick that you would like to share with your fellow players, you could do so here. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't see they did that. So there you go. The Grandmaster training event ended yesterday after running for a week. Were you able to unlock Grandmaster Yoda? A video highlight of Magma Trooper was added to the EA Star Wars YouTube channel. Okay, cool. What's being worked on now? Level 80 cap increase. A, in the coming weeks, we'll be increasing the level cap from 70 to 80. Oh, geez, how soon, I wonder. This will include a release of new stages in light, dark, and cantina battles, along with new tiers for gears and abilities. Okay, in the coming weeks. So I wonder how many weeks that's going to be. I would assume we got at least 2 or 3 weeks, I would think. Gear and abilities. So what I would say here with this, guys, what's being worked on now, this gives us a little bit of a heads up. So we need to go and start researching on like SWGOH.GG or Star Wars Galaxy Heroes Cantina or some of these sites. We need to start looking at the 80 stats and the 80's abilities to decide who we think are going to be best moving forward with the new cap increase. Because right now we may want to put some characters on the back burner and focus on some different ones. They're going to be stronger at 80. That look like they're going to be stronger at 80 based on the information that we have now. Now keep in mind that can always change. So let's see what else. Number 2, game-wide tuning changes. Related to the level 80 cap increase, we are making some significant changes to the combat tuning. The goal is to mitigate, but not entirely eliminate, situations where characters can be killed before they've had a chance to act. Nice. Okay, so no more one-shotting, no more Rey hitting you and you're dead. So this is going to bring back maybe some of the tanks, some of the healers. So we'll see some of that. So we'll talk more about that in the next coming weeks as we prepare for the 80 cap increase. So that's a good thing. If you're part of this community, it's a good thing for you because that's what we do. We're going to discuss theorycraft and look at how to best prepare moving into the 80 cap. Now, if you're low in your arena or you're behind on your server now, this 80 cap can give you a chance to increase that. It can give you a chance to if you prepare right and you go into the game right and you go with the right team, it'll give you a better opportunity to climb the ranks a little easier. Defense will now be more significant in battle. Okay, yeah, I just said that. I said healers and tanks will be good. Speed will now be important in collaboration of a character's damage output. Generally speaking, faster acting characters will see a damage reduction and slower characters will see an increase. Wow. Okay, so a lot of games have done this in the past as they progressed. You know, as the meta starts to flesh out and change, you can see that. Just take it for example, a game like World of Warcraft, where you do have a character like a rogue that hits really fast. If he hits fast, he does less damage, but if he puts on slower weapons, he does more damage. So, almost all games have done that eventually. The faster characters obviously use less damage because they can pump out more. So what we need to look at is we need to look at overall DPS. So we'll look at that in the coming weeks. The advantage ability is changing. It will now, let me see. The advantage ability is changing. It will now be guaranteed critical hit for a single action. So it will now be a guaranteed critical hit for a single action. Okay, so this could be good. This could be good for some characters that proc off crits or have ability like Hoth Rebel Scout. If he crits, he has a chance to stun or get turn meter or whatever. I can't remember right now. Let's see. All characters will now gain a new mechanic, working name Fortitude, which will be activated at a certain point in character's progression. This acts as another layer of health which needs to be exhausted by opponents before the character starts losing their health. Current healers will not replenish Fortitude. We may add characters and abilities in the future which will act on, around, with, etc. Fortitude. Okay, yeah, I've seen other games do this too. Basically what they're doing is they're trying to make it more survivable. They're trying to make it to where battles last more than a minute. Most servers that are established, or if you have a pretty decent comp, you can pretty much finish a battle within a minute. So it looks like what they're trying to do is they're trying to progress or stretch battles out. The longer a battle is, the more need there is for strategy. So it's not just wombo combo, boom boom glass cannon dead. So they're trying to move away from that. It looks like they're trying to prolong this. This looks like the rise of the healers in tanks for level 80. So future release. Much of the team's focus is on our next major update. B, we can't go into much detail yet, but we'll update you when we can. More info as this one gets closer. Okay. Great tip if you're struggling with tank challenge. Use Tebow as leader and keep using basic attacks from stealth on Mace Windu to remove his turn meter. Okay. Wow, it must be for real new people because you usually don't. It's not that challenging of an event, but okay, cool. Well, so that's that. Looks like we got 80 coming up. Probably, I would say, let's say, guesstimate, if we're planning ahead now, let's guesstimate 2 weeks. So let's spend the next 2 weeks during the live streams, we'll keep a couple segments open, looking at characters and how they're going to perform at 80 as of right now, the data we have. Now, keep in mind, all that can change, but we'll at least try to have a good game plan moving forward towards that 80 release. So it's kind of cool. I mean, like I said, I'm at 70. Here's an example. I know some of you guys started new accounts, and you're behind the curve when it comes to level. But I'm at level 70, and my refreshes and stuff is just wasted. I'm not getting any XP for it. So I guess since I am still gearing up and doing stuff with other characters that I want to get up there, I guess that will make sense. It'll help. At least that XP will go somewhere instead of just being wasted. So yeah, not a bad thing. I mean, nothing crazy revolutionary there. It's just typical of what most games are going to do, especially as they start raising level caps and they start going up. I mean, if you've seen how powerful some of these characters are now, Rey, GS, and some of them. I mean, think about it. The higher up they go, if they don't mitigate anything, they're just going to be just blowing people apart. So you got to have something in there to be kind of a buffer to extend these fights and get people, whether you're on defense with AI or you're fighting somebody on defense, or you're fighting somebody that has their defensive up. And you're fighting them offensively. It's got to give each side a chance to at least utilize the characters. So that makes sense. I'm not opposed to it. Let's see. I'm just looking at chat here. Darcy. Hey, what's up, bro? Thanks for coming. Okay, so we got that out of the way. That's cool. I'm glad. Like I said, I'm half glad that they're doing it. I'm the other half of me is not so glad that we're going to be going to 80, just because it is a lot more time, a lot more effort invested into characters. We got to level them again. We got to gear them again. It's just a constant grind. But I guess if we didn't have that, we'd just get bored. So I do have a pretty decent. I think I have a pretty decent roster started of characters. I mean, I just hit 70 probably a week ago or less, maybe now. I don't know. But yeah, so I mean, I just need to look at that, flesh that team out. Maybe Phasma teams are going to come back a little bit. Maybe putting Jedis with some healers in there will come back. Kind of a team that I was thinking about this more for Galactic Wars. But this might be good with the update coming. I might do this now. Let's look at this. Let's build this team out, because this is what we want to start doing now. Now we need to focus on what's going to happen after 80 and how we can move forward with that. So for you guys that are leveling stuff up too, we might need to switch gears on some of these characters. But here's what I'm thinking for the squad builder. Let's go to that. This is what I was thinking for a really good. Now, and there's a lot of options you could do with this team. Let's just start with Qui-Gon Jinn as lead. Now, you can have two other good leaders on this team. So I think this team could be good for obviously light side battles, cantina battles, all your challenges, your Yoda event, and your Galactic Wars. So the best overall team, I think, based on now we know we're going to be going to level 80, we're going to put Elia in there. If you don't have her, that's okay. We can put somebody else in. But Ahsoka, who we can farm out of Cantina. Lumi, who we can get out of Galactic Wars. So you should already be working on most of these characters anyways. And let's put in, we can go Barriss. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. And I want to look at Barriss's level 80 speed. I'm curious. We'll look at her. And hopefully they do some updates with Barriss. A lot of people have been asking for an update with Barriss. She just doesn't do a lot of damage. So hopefully they'll do something with her in the future, maybe in the update. But here's kind of what I'm thinking. You got some awesome heals here. You got heavy sustain. So it sounds like you're going to be able to. You're not going to not be one-shotted anymore. Have the chance to be two-shotted. It looks like based on what they're saying in the update. That remains to be seen, but we'll see. That's what they're telling us. So we just got to go by what they say at this point until we can see it for ourselves. So I'm thinking Qui-Gon Jinn, Elia, Ahsoka, Lumi, and Barriss Offee. Now, the other option for Barriss Offee, if you have her, or for Elia, okay, this is what I'm going to do. My 6th Jedi, so the person I'm going to have on the bench, basically, is going to be Yoda. So if you don't have Yoda right now, that's fine. So you can use this team, or if you don't have Elia, you can move people around in there too. Eth Koth maybe. But I'm thinking this team, because look at the heals. Elia can heal, Ahsoka can heal, Lumi can heal, and Barriss can heal. Now, Qui-Gon Jinn, now he's the only one that can't heal, but Qui-Gon Jinn's going to be your heavy DPS guy and speed everybody up. Now, when you're doing Galactic Wars, you could also move Lumi in there. You can move Barriss in as lead. There's a lot that you can do with this. So I think this is a good combo. Again, let's recap what this is going to cover. This will cover your full light side, get you through light side for sure. It's going to get you through Cantina. It's going to get you through all of your challenges, and it will get you through your events, at least the events we have now, which is Yoda. It'll get you through that. Now, I think Galactic Wars, you could probably run this team all the way through it from beginning to end. You wouldn't really have to switch people out. You might want to throw in a Suicide Squad every now and again just to maybe get some of their cooldowns from the enemy team. But this team could be really viable because Qui-Gon's going to speed up Elia Ahsoka Tano is going to go first, even before Qui-Gon with her buff. So she's going to start first turn first. Then should go Qui-Gon. So you're going to pump out some pretty decent DPS with this team, even now, and I think going into the future at 80. You'll be able to do that. Plus, you're going to have some really good sustain. Barriss is pretty tanky. Luminara is hard to hit. Sakura can heal. Ahsoka can heal. Qui-Gon Jinn is just Qui-Gon Jinn. We know about him. So, it's not a bad team. This is something to look at. And again, if you don't have Elia, but you have Yoda, yeah, feel free. He could go in that slot. Or if you don't have Yoda, you could, or Elia, you can move in like Eth Koth or somebody in there. Maybe just a little bit lower tier Jedi. But I think this would be a good team moving forward. If you guys are looking for something, an easy to farm, well, I wouldn't say easy to farm team, but a farmable team, excluding Elia, at this point, she may become the next one available. I don't know. But you could do that. Now, a lot of you guys are talking about Old Ben, which we'll get into later. Old Ben could maybe find a place in here as long as Qui-Gon Jinn's lead. If you moved Lumi in there or something, I would maybe not run Old Ben. He's just really slow for what he needs to do. So he could be an option as well for those of you guys that want to work on Old Ben. Let me just take a look at chat, see what we got. Okay, now Darcy said, what about Ahsoka Tano's speed at level 80? She seems to be lacking at the moment. Now keep in mind with Ahsoka Tano, with the update, again, everybody bashed me because they're like, oh, you said she didn't get faster. She didn't get faster. Her speed is still the same. She just gets a buff that can be removed if she gets crit, plus 45%, plus 45 speed. So 93 plus 45 plus Qui-Gon Jinn's 21 or 23, whatever his is. What's his? Is this 23? Yeah, his 23. So you take 93 plus 45 plus 23, if all those are maxed, and that's what you're going to end up with Ahsoka Tano. So she will go before Qui-Gon. I don't know. Is she faster than Yoda now? I can't remember. I don't think she's faster than Yoda, though. No, she can't be faster than Yoda, I don't think. I don't know. Whatever. Potato, right? Who cares? So yeah, Ahsoka does have that buff. She starts with the buff. It can be removed, but she can get the buff back if she kills somebody. If she scores the finishing blow on somebody, she can regain her buffs back. So her health and her speed look really low, but she does get that boost to those. So she really sits around. She starts a match around 13K health, roughly. So yeah, Ahsoka Tano could be good. Somebody put in that team. Okay, let's take a look at... let's take a look. You guys want to go over... What do you guys want to go over? You guys want to go over Old Ben? Or would you rather go over Chirpa first? Also, if you just joined the channel, we can do the Droid event. I do have one more Droid event I can do today if you guys haven't seen it. I can do that on my Droid account if you guys want to check out that. Just let me know what you guys want to do. I'm going to grab a drink. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just tell me what you guys want to go over next. I don't care. It's Friday, man. We're just kind of free form here. Whatever. I don't have anything, set. Droid event, haven't seen it yet. Yeah, no problem, Darcy. We could do that. Okay, and Connor Mitchell just came in. He said, he started a live stream channel as well. That's great, man. If you guys want, I see a lot of you guys. I know Darcy, Chocolate, quite a few guys have been linking me in their live streams. You guys are welcome to do that, and I do appreciate that, and I'll do the same for you guys. As you can see here on my main page, if you want to email me, lordskunk 2016 at Gmail, or if you want to put a comment on one of the videos, you can do that as well. But yeah, I mean, I'll like the videos, man, so they'll show up here on my page. Down here in my light videos, and I think there's a playlist for them too. Yeah, playlist of light videos. So you can see Chocolates, Maxi Times, Darcy. These are all people that are part of the community, people that come, to the channel, and I appreciate that, man. We're all here to help and support each other and do that. If you don't want to start a channel, if you just like to do videos or show gameplay or whatever, you're more than welcome to do that, and you can send me the video, and I'll feature it on lordskunk.com. That's not a problem. I can definitely do that. I can help with some of the editing on it too if you want. Who did that? Bruce. Who was the last one? Daniel Bruce did that, or Bruce? Yeah, Daniel Bruce did that for his Yoda. And a few other people have been talking to me about wanting to do that. So yeah, you guys are more than welcome to. If you have a channel and you want to do your own channel, you're more than welcome. I'll support it and like your videos, no problem. And then I will also feature any videos that you want posted. Just let me know. We can put those in Dropbox. I can download them, look at them, edit them, and get them posted on here for you if you want. Let's go back to the Droid event. I'll show that for you guys real quick. I do have one more left on that. So the Droid event, again, like I said, I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing major, but it does run for 14 days. I got little over 11 days left to do it. But basically, you enter. I only have 4-star or higher characters. I don't have 6-star yet, 3 6-star. I got to have at least 3 to get in there. So I only have 3 that are 4-star plus. So all it is you go in and you fight 3 Jawa. It's one scenario event. Here's regular Jawa. We'll start with him. I always start with him first. I mean, they don't do really that much DPS to you at all. And they're kind of slow. So then we'll move over to Dachka. And then Nebbit will kill. And that's really it. We'll see how many of those training droids we get. Now it does give 7-star training droids, which is nice. If you're trying to level up some characters. So we got 1, we got 2 HK shards. I mean, it's fine. I mean, these are characters that I'm trying to level up anyways, so it's just a little bonus. And again, we got 2 of the tier 2 ability mats. So I'm assuming in the next tier up, which hopefully I'll be able to complete that. I should be able to. I got 11 days. Hopefully they give you a couple more shards. Maybe they give you 2 character shards or something. 2 different characters, and then maybe they give you a few extra training droids in probably tier 3 ability mats, I would think. So nothing major. I mean, if you're on iOS, you're not really missing out on much. You can do 2 of those battles a day. Nothing game changing, but. And 2, also, please, if you're addressing me or asking me a specific question, please put it in all caps if you could. I greatly appreciate that. Darcy, Crypto, and you guys, if you could just remind people that joined after this comment and me saying that, please just remind them. It's just hard. I know you guys are talking and having discussion live chat. I love it. It's great. But if you want to address me specifically, just put it in all caps, or at least put skunk in all caps. And let's see. Let's talk about line app, because obviously you guys like chat. Now, we went over it yesterday in the live stream. I created the line app account for you guys. So if you're not familiar with line app can be accessed from your PC, I believe your Mac, I think, your mobile devices. If you're on Google or iOS, just go to your app store and you can get into it. Now, I created the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes discussion. We got 9 people right now in it. But you guys are welcome to join. So download the app on whatever form you want. If you want to do it on PC, your iPhone, your Google phone, whatever, just search Line, L-I-N-E, okay? It'll pop up, download it, create your account or whatever, and then search for Lord Skunk. All one word, lowercase, Lord Skunk, okay? Just do that, type that in. You'll find me, add me as a friend or whatever, or add me to your contacts. And then just send me a message just saying you want to join the discussion. As you can see here, we started last night, and you can see all the different discussion that we have going. So let's see. There's a lot of it. I think Darcy, I saw a comment. He said he woke up to check his phone. He had 400 unread chats in here. So, yeah, you guys are going to town with these chats. And that's good, man. That's what it's here for. So if you guys want to be a part of this, take the community experience one more step and be able to have access to chat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can do that. So download Line app. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You can get it on pretty much whatever device you have, and then just look up Lord Skunk, one word, lowercase, add me, shoot me a message, that you'd like to join the group, and then I'll get you added. Okay, we can have up to, I think, 200 people in the group, so we got more than enough slots. The only thing I ask is obviously anything you post in there, just like we do in live chat, just make sure it's suitable for safe for work and safe for all of our viewers of whatever age they might be. So just keep it clean, keep it fun, and it's all good. I mean, there's a lot of discussion going on in here. I've seen all kinds of different topics and stuff people were talking about, so it's really good. It's nice to have that. So yeah, if you guys want in on that, again, download the Line app, add Lord Skunk, all lowercase, all one word, add me, send me a message, you want to join the group, and I'll add you guys to the group. Okay? So that's the Line app. Let's see. Oh, we also went over, we're doing a contest for those of you guys that are new. It's not, I mean, it didn't start out being a contest. I was just asking you guys politely if you would go to this discussion tab. If you go to my main channel, now I did notice on mobile you can't do it, so you're gonna need to do this from a web browser, or I think maybe you can do it from Safari or whatever your app is on your phone. But you can't do it. You can't do it through the app. You got to do it through a web browser, I think, to see this discussion tab. But go to this discussion tab, and basically, just leave a comment, just whatever. You guys leave all kinds of great reviews, all kinds of stuff. You can see some of the ones that are posted here to get an idea. But you guys leave those all over the videos, and that's great, but they're kind of peppered throughout the videos. It's hard to go back and look at those. But if you could put those right here in this one area where I can go back and look at them and see that, I would greatly appreciate that. Now, what we're doing is every Thursday we are drawing 2 people from this list. Okay, from this list we do random numbers. We pull the people, and that's how we know who won. And then we add 2 people every week to Vim's. We take your ally code, and Vim will add you to his account. Now, Vim has some great characters that you can use as leader. So right now he has a 7-star max General Grievous that you can use on your dark side or whatever. He has a 7-star Yoda. So if you want to have an opportunity, if maybe you haven't got your account there yet, I don't even have my account to a 7-star Grievous. So if he's well beyond what I got, and I thought I was pretty far ahead. So if you want to have access to 7-star Grievous and play with that, check that out. If you want to be able to play with the 7-star max Yoda, you'll be able to do that with his account. So it's just something fun. He offered to do that, and I appreciate you guys leaving those great comments. So again, we can do that. We draw those every Thursday. You don't have to be in the live stream to win that for that week. I just put in there to give me your code, and then he'll add you. So feel free to do that, please. If you would, just go right here to discussion tab on my main channel. Just put in a comment, review, whatever. Greatly appreciate all the positive stuff you guys are saying about the channel and the content we've been putting out and the community we're building. That's the most important thing, is the community. But the reasoning why I would like to do this is I like to have something to go back. I'd like to get Galaxy of Heroes featured on Twitch. I'd like them to start. I think they would be open to it if they see there's an audience for it. So I'd like to be able to go to them and say, hey, can you put a section for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Also, I'd like to take this to, at some point as we build these up, to EACG and just say, hey, this is the community we're building. We got great interaction. Would a dev maybe be able to come on and do a question and answer, with the streamers, with the viewers, so you guys can ask some questions and they can answer them right there. I think that would be really cool to have a guest spot with them. Maybe on the live stream someday. Who knows? Maybe anything can happen, right? What's the worst they say is no, right? And then we just keep asking until they say yes. So that's it. But yeah, if you guys could do that, greatly appreciate it. Love the comments that you guys got on here. I love going back and reading how you guys view the channel and what you've gotten from it. So it's really nice to see, and I appreciate you guys doing that. Hey Skunk, which Sith would you like them to put in the game? Well, I would like to see Revan or Malak, of course, but probably the one I'd like to see most would be Darth Plagueis. I can't even say it. Jeez, it's Friday, man. How many live streams have I done this week? Can't even talk. Darth Plagueis I'd like to see in there. Would be cool. So any one of those 3 would be really, really cool to see in there. I think it would be cool also well, I guess you really couldn't do it, but I thought it'd be cool to see like maybe like an alternate character, like a dark side Luke Skywalker or something. I think that would be kind of neat to see that, see how he would do it, like dark powers, see what his dark powers would be. I don't think they do too many variants. Like if you play games like Blizzard's Heroes of the Storm, they'll do alternate versions of characters. They'll show you different versions of them. So I think that would be cool. I don't know if this app is quite ready for that yet. They're still doing, fleshing out the characters that they already have. But that could be cool. An alternate version of somebody, that would be neat. I'd like to see a Jedi evil, or a dark Jedi, or a Sith Luke Skywalker. I think that would be neat. But that's high up. That's on my wish list. That's probably not going to happen. Yeah, Emperor Palpatine, he wouldn't really be Sith, though. I think they're going to classify him as Empire for Emperor Palpatine, since Darth Sidious is the Sith version of him, basically. So, let's see. Where was I at? Let's go back to my main account. Look at that for a little bit. Okay, just seeing if I missed any. Yeah, Crypto said he had 500 unread comments in the Line app today when he checked it. So yeah, so there's a lot of activity going on in there. Great places to ask. Do people play with a Sith team often? Do you have a Sith team? Sith, they're really not a synergy quite yet, I think, for a Sith team to be viable. I think, though, hopefully maybe in the update, I really hope some of the characters they work on, I talked about this before, I really hope they work on Maul a little bit. I hope they work on Anakin. Who was the other one I said? Embarrass. I'd really like to see those three characters they do some with. Even Mace. I'd like to see them do a little more with Mace. I know a few updates ago they did some stuff with Mace, but I would like to see maybe those four characters for sure get some love. You know what I mean? Let's just update them a little bit, make them make a little more sense. Darth Maul will, probably eventually come out of Chromium only. So, we'll see. We'll see. Dartron said, "Hey, have you tried the Ewok team with Han?" No, I have not, but was that you who posted that? I think that was you, wasn't it, that posted that in one of the comments? Yeah, I think that actually, looking at that after you mentioned it, that could be really good, because that should be a lot of turn meter going on between the synergies with the Ewoks and then with Han being able to offer turn meter on his taunt. And as long as he can live for 3 turns, he's a really good character, but a lot of people don't like him because he dies quick. But I think with the Ewoks, with that team, you got the heals from Ewok Elder, and you got heals from Chirpa. That could be viable. So yeah, that could happen. And plus, if he did die, you could at least try to revive him with Ewok Elder. Well, you could revive him with Ewok Elder with his 1 power. It's a guaranteed revive. So yeah, Dartron69 was the one who mentioned that. So basically, it would be Han, Chirpa Lead, Tebow, Ewok Scout, and Ewok Elder would be a good Ewok synergy team. He was thinking, and I agree with him. I mean, I think that's not a bad team. You're going to have a lot of turn meters, so it's going to really speed that team up. And again, I think you can keep Han up enough, in whether it's Galactic Wars. It's not such a big deal in Arena, but I don't think I'd really put Ewoks in Arena right now, to be honest. I think they're going to be more of a Galactic War team. And as we know, Stormtrooper Han is available to be farmed out of, what is this, Cantina, isn't it? Is it Cantina or is it? No, it's Arena. Arena, right? Yeah, Arena. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. So many screens, so many different things I got to do. Yeah, Stormtrooper Han. What do I got him at? 30 of 130, 132 of 30. So I would need 280 of him to 7-star him. So I'm kind of working on Akbar a little bit right now. I had these extra charges. Nobody I really wanting here. I'm not going to do Ewoks probably on this account anyways. So I wouldn't really need to get Han at this point. But if I do a Rebel team, you can do Akbar, Han, Leia, because I already have, and Hoth Rebel Scout I already have, so we just have to look at the 5th member of that, which could be Rey. Rey could always go in there. I mean, she's not a Rebel, but she does really good damage, so she could go in there. Or even GS, he's good too. So different options for that. Hey Skunk, I think Plagueis could be there for Sith with healing ability. Yeah, that would be cool. I would like to see him in there, or a revive, healing and revive would be cool, kind of like Daka, a little bit. Could be cool, but maybe like I wouldn't mind seeing some characters that can group heal, or can do a group heal over time, like Lumi on the dark side. That would be nice. Sometimes you need that when you're going through a lot of those AOE characters. They're throwing out AOE at you. It's really frustrating on the dark side because you really just have Daka. I mean, she's your only real viable healer that you have over there. That's why I was kind of hoping they would release Tusken Shaman over. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Chirpa. I think he looks really good. But yeah, I was kind of hoping they would release Tusken Shaman so you could have another healer over on the dark side. But it's probably coming next, I would think. Yeah, Plagueis or whatever. I just got, I bought a novel. I was buying something on Amazon. It popped up for that Darth Plagueis novel. I'm gonna read that, check that out. I think I got the Revan one too. They weren't very expensive. They were like $4.99 or something. So I got those with my order. And I'm gonna check those out. Read sometime when I have time. I just don't ever seem to have time to read But I do enjoy reading some of that stuff. I talked about the Bounty Hunter one, the Boba Fett one. If you guys haven't read that, you should get that. The Bounty Hunter Wars or whatever. It's a trilogy. You should definitely take a look at that one. We looked that up on Amazon in the last live stream. It's like $5 or $6 or something to order them. But I definitely recommend that. Where did I go? I'm right here. Can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me all right, right? Okay. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Okay. All right, let's see. We already did our arena battle here. You guys want to get into Galactic Wars, or do you want to... is there anything that specifically that you guys want to go over, or do you want to just jack around on that on my main account? AVP 5, do you think Ewok team is viable? Yeah, I do. I do think the Ewok team is viable. I was just talking about that, actually. Now, in Arena, I don't want to say Arena yet. I don't want to say yes to Arena yet. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. I want to see them first perform in Galactic Wars. Where I think they're going to be really strong is I think they're a great help to free-to-play players, or primarily free-to-play players that are struggling on Galactic Wars. As you know, once you get up to maybe late 40s, early 50s, into probably low 60s, Galactic Wars can be very challenging for a lot of people. So I think having this Ewok team, especially, I was thinking about maybe pairing them with Daka, they could be really good. So, you know, we can take a look more as I get them on my other account. But I think they could help you get through Galactic Wars. Pair the 4 Ewoks with Daka. You'd have a lot of revives, a lot of heals. So... just go for Lumi. Take her out. And now I might as well go for Talia. She's pretty soft. And these teams are pretty weak, I've noticed, up until I get about to my 7th battle, and they start being 70s. So there is hope for you guys that are struggling on Galactic Wars, that are newer to the game or have lower level accounts. It does get easier when you hit 70. Okay, here's a 70, but the rest are like 60s. Weird. All right, we're going to take out Sid. Okay, next we're going to go Luke. And then Maul. And everybody's pretty good on heals, so we don't need to heal anybody. Yeah, Maul's pretty slow. So I'm hoping to give him a little love in the next update. Now we'll heal. We always heal with JC when it's up, when somebody's damaged, because his basic power can reset that heal. So... and then just make sure, too, for some of you guys that are new to Galactic Wars or are struggling with it, don't blow your powers on when you get to the last 2 characters or so of the battle. Just use your basics so it gives your chance to your main powers to reset. So when you start the next battle, you'll have those available to you. Also, keep in mind, as we talked about, is that whoever you assist with, now watch this. So I'm an assist. I probably shouldn't have picked him, but, well, he died. But, okay, I assisted, and it picked... Geo Soldier. So if Lumi was in that spot, or JC was in that spot, and I did Qui-Gon Jinn's power and they assisted, all I have to do is retreat out. So watch this. I'll do it this way. So we can retreat out, select battle. Let's just move Leia and GS around. So now watch. So Qui-Gon Jinn will always assist from that spot. So we'll go again. Now it'll be Leia that does that. So keep in mind, if you do have assist characters and you do it, and one of your weaker DPS, is the one that's called assist, just retreat out, put the stronger player or the stronger character in that spot that you want, and then they will be the one that assists. And I guess we might as well just start working on Lumi. There we go, she's dead. Chewie's probably in a taunt, so we'll just do some damage on him. Maybe just kill him. There we go. Okay, JC's heal up. We'll just heal with him. So yeah, it's a good thing. Even if you aren't a big fan of JC, I think JC really helps in Galactic Wars and in early arena up till probably about 50. He can help you out a little bit in arena. If you don't have a deep roster or whatever. But yeah, definitely train up his heals. His heals is really good, and then train up his basic to reset or to have a chance to lower your cooldown of your heal. It's pretty good. But this is my team that I'm running right now here in Galactic Wars. This is a pretty heavy DPS team with support of the healers. And I think the one we talked about, the Jedi one, would be good too, where Qui-Gon Jinn, you could always switch out leads. So Qui-Gon Jinn could be lead, Lumi could be lead, or Barriss could be lead. And then you put in Elia and Ahsoka Tano. I think that would be really good. I think you could probably make it through all of Galactic Wars without having to, to switch anybody out or lose anybody. Now, you still probably want to use suicide teams, like I said, from time to time, but... We'll just start working on Chewie. Yep, he's going to taunt. Now we'll just take it off him. Let's take that off. We'll kill Mace. Might as well heal. I was kind of hoping to get that turned down, or that cooldown reset on Qui-Gon Jinn's second powers. Yeah, somebody was saying they got, Dartron said he got 7-star Leia today. Congrats. But now he's got to start gearing her up. Yeah, it's not as bad. I mean, it's same as Rey. It's 300 purples. But she's worth it. But make sure with these characters, they're not going to truly shine until you get their abilities up. Like, I think Leia is completely... All of her abilities are completely up. Except her leadership. I don't care about that. But you need all these up, and you need to gear her all the way up. I still need... I got to do that slot and that slot. At some point, I'll do that. She'll be max geared until the level increase. So... but yeah, she's good. Don't think you just got to get them to gear 8 and then they're done. No, you still got to gear them because you got to get the speed. That's how you get the extra speed for her. So plus 9 speed total from those two. So you got to keep gearing. You can't stop just because you got to purple or whatever. Okay, let's keep going. Hey, again, my strategy is I just want to get rid of Sid as quickly as possible. I'm not running Barriss right now, so I just want to get him out of there. And then I don't have to worry about it. Now I should pretty much be able to heal through whatever the rest of these people have to throw at me. So we'll get rid of Lumi. And really for the most part with JC, his first 2 powers are really all you need to put it. You don't need to invest a lot, if you don't want to, into his second special. Because really you just want to heal... Basic attack, heal, basic attack, heal. That's basically all you want to do with him. Because when you use that second special, I could use it now because it doesn't matter. Even if I use this, it's not going to lower his cooldown any because it's already going to be up the next time around. So I could use it here, but I still basically just use basic attack. Still hits fairly decent with it, and it's physical damage. So I think it's a little bit less of a chance to resist. His second special could be resisted a lot. So I would focus your ability mats if you're going to do anything with JC, which I do recommend him for Galactic Wars. He is nice. For Yoda event, he's nice. Is to just focus on his basic and his heal. His basic ability and then his healing ability. Okay. Yeah, okay, so they got a 5s. I think I fought this team yesterday. See, my Galactic War, it seems like I'm fighting just the same teams every day. That's kind of boring. I hope they do something with that soon. I guess we'll do Lumi. See, she resisted that. So watch this. So now we know. And don't be opposed to retreating, man. If you go in and do the exact same thing, it's going to have the exact same result. So now I'm just going to switch her up from using that power on her, because I think that'll kill her if I just hit her with my basic. All right, now we'll go for Sid. So you deflected it. So it's going to happen a lot when you fight Sid. He's going to deflect JC's special anyways, so I know why this is. I was wondering why that was different. I didn't attack Sid first. Okay, now we do Lumi. Now it should be, yeah, my Lumi. Oh, she did dodge that. Okay. Dodge that. Yeah, Lumi's pretty good, man. She can dodge. She can dodge a lot. So even when she's lead or when she's not lead, she still has that ability to dodge and evade a lot of stuff. So she's not bad, man. I really like Lumi. I think overall, I think Lumi's probably the best character in the game, just for the overall utility that she brings to the game. Especially now if they're gonna bring healers back in the new update. She's probably the best healer and probably my favorite support character or whatever. I know they call Qui-Gon Jinn support or whatever, but I mean I still consider him an attacker. I'm not going by their classification. I'm going by my classifications. Yeah, use General Grievous. Yeah. We can. I'll put him in. I don't care. I'll do it when I suicide squad. I usually put him in anyways at some point when I suicide him. So let's get to a team. It's usually not this team, but the next team usually is where I need it. So I'll put him in there. Now that I say that, I'll probably need him here. Let's see. We got the dreaded Count Dooku, who's so annoying. I'm going to leave him, though, because I'm going to kill Kylo, because he also has healing immunity. You want to be careful with Kylo, though, because like right now when he's low, his second special is really, really dangerous. Let's just see if we can finish it. Okay, we blocked him, so that's good, so he can't even use it. All right, now we'll go for Dooku. Okay, that's enough. Should be dead here, yeah. Okay, now we'll move on to Lumi. Could go either way here, Lumi or Phasma. Doesn't matter. Okay. Phasma's going down. Okay, so Lumi's heal will be up the next match, so that's good. Yeah, I'll use Grievous. I will use Grievous. I just told you guys I'll use him on one of my Suicide Squads. Probably, if not this match, then the next match. Let me see what I can do to these guys first. I am low on health. They might kill somebody here, actually. See if I can get a heal off. Okay, good. Lumi's heals up. So let's do that. And now we're going to work on Kylo. Daka's probably... Oh. I was going to say she'd probably bring Sid back. That's going to be annoying. But she didn't. Might retreat this and throw that team in with Grievous for you guys, just so you can see him. Let me see. Yeah, we got to. Can't lose Lumi. All right, yeah, we'll put in Grievous for you guys. Let's see. Got a good leadership that I could put in. Count's only at level... Oh, he's level 3. Okay, we'll put him in. This is just a cannon fodder team. Okay, who's our Jedi? Okay, we'll go Lumi. Grievous made Dooku taunt, dude. Grievous made Dooku taunt. Look. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, what do you want to do? I don't know a lot. I don't ever use Vader. So just throw that on. No, Grievous didn't even really get to take a turn. Sorry. We'll look at Vem's Grievous later, though. I'll pull him up on my ally list when we do a dark side battle, and you can check out his 7-star Grievous. Okay, where's JC? And let's see if we can do this. I can't remember if their heals were up or not. Yep, okay, we got Lumi's heal up, so that's good. JC's not up yet. Well, that's annoying. Wow. It's really annoying. Unfortunately, Leia's not going to get that heal. Let's get rid of Kylo then. So she brought him back. Okay. I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to go after Lumi first. Yeah, they're Lumi first. That's out of the way. really doesn't like Geo. She brought him back. Or brought her back. Okay, we're probably gonna need another. Let's do the Yoda team. Just throw them in. Throw in Kit. Hell yeah. Annie. Alright, well. They got Lumi half down, so. I'm gonna keep Qui-Gon Jinn as lead. No, you know what? Let's put in Barris. And you guys want to see old Ben? We can do old Ben. He just doesn't do hardly any damage. It's the only bad thing. Next we'll go for Sid. Ability block. And now we'll take out your boy Admiral Akbar. He's going down. Joe Ben doesn't hit real hard. Good job, Barris. Way to help out your team. Connor, yeah, I did use him. But we'll look at Vim's. Hey, Vim, what's up? We'll look at Vim's 7-star Grievous as an ally here in just a little bit when I get to Dark Side. I don't really need to waste all Ben's here, because... I think the my mic was picking up like my computer fan or whatever. Tell me if this is better. Is this better, guys? Can you hear me better this way? Do you think this sounds better? Let me know. All right, we're down to the last battle already, boys. See if we can do this without throwing in a suicide team. Let's just see. Ventress can hit pretty hard too, so we gotta be careful of her. I don't know what she does there. I don't understand why she does that. She like removes these buffs and heals herself, but she's full health. I don't quite get what that's all about. So ability block. Let's just finish Ventress. It's game over if we do that. Yep. Die, Phasma. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a Darth Sidious shard. Yay. Nice. Nice, nice. Just what we needed. I'm going to try something here. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, it sounded like to me that there was like a humming from my mic, so I just tried something, see if maybe we have less of that. Tell me if this sounds better. Maybe you guys don't hear it at all. Maybe it's just me, but it sounded like there was. And you guys are very important to me. I want to make sure your listening experience is the best as possible. Okay, cool. So we got through that Galactic Wars. Let's see. What else? Let me see what we've already talked about here. We talked about the Droid event. We talked about Line App. If you haven't done so yet and you're just joining the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciated. You will be notified of new videos we post and when I'm doing live streams. So please subscribe to the channel. Welcome to all the new people too. I did see some new names in chat. Sorry if I missed you. And again, if you want to address me in chat and say something specifically to me, please do so by typing it in all caps in the chat. You know, I like the fact that you guys are, keep the chat going. Let's see, do I have that screen up? Yeah. You guys got a lot of chat going. That's good, man. I really like it. So, yeah, or type Lord Skunk like that. I like that. Just do that, Lord Skunk or whatever, and then it pops up my name. Do that, and then I can see if you have a question or want to address me specifically. Again, if you guys like to chat, which obviously you do, I would recommend getting into the Line App group, which we went over. All kinds of good advice and stuff going on in there. So you can ask a question anytime. It doesn't have to be just during the live stream. You can do so in there. I am looking for anybody that's interested in video editing. If you have any type of skill set in video editing, please let me know. You can email me at lordskunk2016@gmail.com. That's LORD skunk SKUNK 2016 at gmail.com. I can get you set up on that. If you're not 100% sure how to do it, I can teach you how to do it. I just need some help chopping up these videos and putting them into different segments. I do have Darcy, Chocolate, and a few others are helping out. So if you would like to join the editing team, you're more than welcome to do so, and I'd appreciate any help I can get. If you want to do any other type of help with the channel, just let me know. If you have any type of web design skill or anything so we can work a little bit more on the website. I haven't done a lot with it. Basically, it's just in blog format at this point. Let me know if you have that kind of skill set, and we can discuss things on that. So again, just email me or hit me up on Line App. Line App ID again is just Lord Skunk, all lowercase. Greatly appreciate the help. If you do want a video featured, if you want to make your own video and you want to do some type of guide or whatever, character review, you're welcome to do so. You can also email me about that, and I can feature that on lordskunk.com and the YouTube channel. If you have your own channel, if you decide you want to go that route, you're more than welcome to email me about that, and I'll take a look at it and like the videos. They'll go up in my liked playlist on my channel. What else? Oh, discussion too. We are running the contest. Vim is here, so we're doing that every Thursday. So if you haven't done so, just pop over here. Some people say they can't see it in their mobile, and I looked on my mobile app too. I didn't see the discussion tab, but you might have to do it from a PC or do it from the mobile version on your phone, or do it from the desktop version on your phone. Go to YouTube, my channel, click on discussion. Just leave a comment, review, whatever. You can see what other people have posted, and we do select 2 people from there every Thursday. And then we get your ally code, and Vim will add you as allies, so you'll have access to a 7-star Grievous, 7-star Yoda, just some fun characters to play around on, as your ally. And as a matter of fact, let's go over to my Droid account, see if I can pull him up. We'll do a battle. Let's do this 4C battle. I need to get through these anyways. See if I can find him. I don't think I did any today, so he shouldn't be on timer. Where are you, Vim? They're trying to keep us apart, man. Trying to keep us apart. Let me go over to my main account and see if I can pull him up there. Maybe for some reason he is on timer over here. I don't know. We'll do first order TIE pilot shards anyways. There he is. No, that's Dirty Nurse. Dirty Nurse has got... Oh, snap. Dirty Nurse has got a 7-star Grievous too. Nice. Nice. So I got 2 7-star Grievouses on this account. Let's see if we can find Vims, though. There he is. Okay, 7-star Grievous. Here we go. You guys ready for this? You guys have been asking for him. So... Okay, Vim says, Skunk, I almost lost Galactic Wars last night when faced with 2 legs of Qui-Gon Jinn lead, Rey, GS, Royal Guard teams. What did I do wrong? Well, whenever I see Royal Guard in there, okay, and I'm thinking about, this is the team I'm probably going to progress to, is going to be, is going to have Royal Guard. I'm probably going to take out Hoth Rebel Scout out of my arena team and put in Royal Guard. He's who I'm working on next. But I think whenever you have Royal Guard in there, I don't know what your strategy was, but I would just go for Royal Guard. I would just start working on Royal Guard. He's going to taunt anyways. I mean, unless you think you can one-shot somebody, but you got to be really, really lucky to do that. You're going to have Rey, like, already buffed and use her, you know, use her second ability or whatever, her second power where she hits like 4 times. That's really your only chance to one-shot somebody probably on that team. So I would just start working on Royal Guard. And then don't hit Rey if she's got Foresight up, because it's just going to dodge, especially if you use an assist character. That's a waste. It's a big waste on that. So I'd probably kill Royal Guard, Qui-Gon Jinn, and then Rey if she's not buffed. But if she's buffed, I would kill GS maybe. So... Vim's code is, we give Vim's code away every Thursday to anybody who posts in the discussion tab. So if you go to that discussion tab on my main channel, just click on discussion, post a review. You can see what other people posted, what you like about the channel, how it's helped you, whatever. We really appreciate that. So post that in there, and then on Thursday we draw 2 people. So if your name's drawn out of this list, then we'll do a reply and you'll give us your ally code. So as you can see, Jeffrey won last week. And then John, was it John Wilkinson, I think? Yeah, John Wilkinson won last week as well. So you guys will have a chance to get in there. Every Thursday we do that. So if you haven't done so, go to the discussion tab, leave a review. Really appreciate that. And then we'll get you in there. So even if you don't get it next week, you know, you can get it the week after that. You know, we're just going to keep doing it. It's going to keep drawing every week. So let's get in here to Grievous. I'm not going to bring a healer. I better bring a healer. I really should. Who can I take out? Whatever. Let's do it without it. Who cares? We just want to see him. We don't need to 4-star or 3-star anyways. So I'm just going to put on auto. Yeah, Vim said he was facing that team 6 battles in a row, man. That's tough. You just got a bad random number on that Galactic Wars if you're fighting that team over and over again. That's a pretty tough team. They can shred you for sure. But you really want to throw in, I mean, you got a deep roster. You could throw in a lot of suicide squads against them. Even if they're just level 1 characters, just throw them in and let it eat up some of their AoE or, you know, get some of their cooldowns going. It's nice when you throw in Suicide Squad like level 1 and Rey uses her second power on them. You don't have to worry about that when you fight them with your mains. All right, so let's see if Grievous can make it through this. Killing blow. How do you stream? I stream through a program called XSplit, is what I stream through. I like it. We tried some other different ways, as you guys know, if you've been following the live stream for a while. We used a few different options, and this seems to be the one I like the best so far. It seems to give us the best quality of stream. Oh, game app on your phone. Yeah, well, that wouldn't do too good for me because I don't just stream the game. I stream multiple accounts, and we look on the web. We look at different things. So I just do it through my PC. Should I get my Count Dooku up to 5 stars? Yeah, I think Count Dooku. We've been talking about him a little bit. I would, yeah. Count Dooku is something I'm going to pull off my shelf. Here's what I'm doing. So I'll tell you guys what I'm doing. You know, this just gives you an idea. I'm not telling you what to do because everybody's different. Everybody's server is different. Everybody's account level is different or whatever. But I am going to continue to put ability mats into my main people like Qui-Gon Jinn, GS. Or Qui-Gon Jinn and Leia are done. But GS and Rey, I'm going to continue to put ability mats in them. As you can see, I still got some more to do with Rey. And I'm still working on shards for Rey. Now, next characters on my list, okay, that I'm working on gear for is Royal Guard, okay? Royal Guard I'm going to start working on. He's just a great character you can throw in. Now, again, any character's taunt can be removed. So whether it's Poe or Royal Guard or Han or whatever, you can remove that with Qui-Gon Jinn, Mace, some of the other characters. But it's good to have because even if they remove that or even if they kill Royal Guard, it gives my team, I think it will give my team at least a little bit of breathing room to take out at least 1 or 2 of their people before they would kill my Royal Guard. So I'll kill at least 1 or 2 of theirs, maybe 3 of their people before they kill my Royal Guard. Once he's geared up, anyways, and I get some more in his ability mats, then yeah, he'll be pretty good, I think, to fill in that role. So I'll probably take Rebel Scout out for now, stick in Royal Guard, and then run Qui-Gon Jinn lead, Geo, Leia, Rey, and Royal Guard. It's probably who I'm going to go to next. I do like this team. The team that I run now shreds people, but they can be killed. They can be, they can be killed off depending on what I'm going against. So I think Royal Guard would give me that extra breathing room. And I could use Poe too. Either one. I already have Poe geared up and stuff and level, but I think I'm going to try Royal Guard. Just go with him and see how that works out. Then after Royal Guard, I'm going to move on to Yoda. Okay, I'm going to 7-star Yoda and then start working on his powers and gear to get him up. So I think there's going to be some options with him. Then, after that, I'm probably going to look at that Aelia Secura, Ahsoka Tano kind of team we were talking about earlier. I'll probably look at that team. So I think that team would be good for Arena and Galactic Wars, and I think they're viable in both. So that's kind of the direction I'm going. And then, of course, kind of my other main roster up here, this top 3 levels here. Just kind of work on them a little bit as I go. You know, Barris, First Order TIE Pilot, Old Doc, and not really Mace. I'm not really concerned about Mace. So he'll eventually fall down, and other people will rise up. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for me right now. Skunk, can you post a link to X? It's just XSplit. The word X and then SPLIT. XSplit. If you use that. So yeah, so definitely if you're interested in streaming or just even recording videos, you can record videos and then post them up easier that way. You can use that program. So not a problem. Yeah, I highly recommend if you're gonna stream this game, you do it through your PC or your Mac or whatever. I recommend that you do that. Just streaming through your phone or whatever really limits you. That's how I started streaming, and it was really limited. So I recommend doing it through your PC if you can, or your Mac, I guess, if you have that. That's what I recommend. Okay, let's see. Anything else that I got on this list? Went over that. Yoda event, again, that same team I just talked about with Qui-Gon Jinn, Luminara, Barriss, Alia, and Ahsoka. And you could put, if you don't have Alia, that's fine. You could put somebody else in. But I think that team right there could be good for Yoda, and it could be good for Galactic Wars. So that would, if you're looking for a team to build for Yoda, and other than Alia, you know, that team's farmable for sure. So you got them probably about 3 weeks now or so until that event comes back out. So you got time to do that. So I would work on that team. So you'd be looking at Qui-Gon Jinn, who you're probably already working on, if you don't have them completely maxed yet. Barriss, who I'm working on in Cantina right now. Where am I at with her? I need 185 to get her to star 7, so about 50 some away for Barriss. And then I have Alia, so I'm going to work with her and Ahsoka. I already have Yoda, though, so, I mean, he's an option, too. He'll be like my 6th Jedi that I can move in when I want. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for that, for the Yoda event. If you haven't watched the videos, I posted 2 videos. One is my video completion of Yoda, and the other one is Daniel Bruce's video of Yoda. He did a perfect completion on it. He didn't lose any of his Jedi when he killed Yoda. So check those 2 out if you haven't done so. So Yoda event we covered, so that's good. Let's mark that off the list. Magma Trooper, as we know, is now unlocked for most people. If you logged in every day this month, Magma Trooper is there. You will have Magma Trooper at 2 stars at the end of the month if you don't buy any Chromium packs. I saw somebody ask me to open a Chromium pack. I don't open Chromium packs, period, at all. And my opinion on Chromium packs at this point of my account is that they're garbage for me. All the shards will just go to Grievous. So I'm going to get probably 3 Rays, 2 Cad Banes, and Kit Fisto. So it's not going to do anything for me. The only shards I would want would be Ray, and that's not worth me doing that. I'd rather use that energy to get Ray. And I don't recommend you guys spending a lot in Chromium packs. I've already done it. I can tell you how that works. You can ask Vim, too, for advice on that if you want. Unless you're going to invest heavily in the game, it's not really worth opening those packs. You're gonna open them, you're gonna be disappointed, and then you're just gonna want to open more, and that's what they want you to do. So Magma Trooper, will be 2 stars by at the end of the month or higher. If you do choose to buy Chromium packs, you do have a chance to get his shards. Probably in another 2 months or so, he will show up in Cantina. He's not really high on my list for any teams I'm currently building, so I'm not really that concerned with Magma Trooper, at least at this point. So he may be stronger as we get closer towards looking at the update to move to 80. He said, yes, I just got ETH Koth. Why? I can't spend anything on him, though. I don't know what that means, Crypto. What do you mean? You can't spend anything on him. Okay, we went over, again, we talked about if anybody has any video editing skill, please email me, lordskunk2016@gmail. I'd like to, these live streams are fun, and we always have a good time on them, but they're long, and I'd like to chop them up into smaller segments. If somebody's interested in doing that, I appreciate it. Again, just email me, or if you have any type of web design or anything like that, you're interested in helping out with the channel or the website and the channel, I'd appreciate it. Chirpa and the Ewok team, again, we talked about them. I really like Chirpa. I am going to go for him on my Droid account because I am going to run this for light side. I'm going to run Chirpa Lead, Ewok Elder, Tebow, Ewok Scout, and then probably for light side, throw in maybe Jedi Counselor, maybe. Because all my allies are like level 50, or 70. I mean, so I'll have the DPS for my ally. I just need to be able to survive to get 3-star on those battles, so I don't have to keep doing them over and over again. Also, I think they're going to help me in Galactic Wars. I think that that would be a good sustained team. I could put Daka in that 5th spot, or like somebody said, if I wanted to, I could work on Stormtrooper Han. So that's Chirpa. I really like him, though. I like his abilities. If you haven't looked at him, go back to that live stream that I did, and you can see what I felt about Chirpa and some of the synergies I was thinking about him. If you didn't look at him at max level, you really should, because he's a good-looking character based on his powers and abilities. Old Ben is now, we talked about him. He's in Cantina. We know that. For Old Ben, I don't recommend, you don't need to 7-star him. And you don't need to crazy gear him. Okay, just get him unlocked at 4-star if you want, especially if you're on a less established server. Get him unlocked. Put your ability mats into Jedi Mind Tricks or Mind Tricks, whatever. And if you strike me down, because what you want to do first turn, use Mind Tricks, ability block the enemy team, and then hopefully after that, Old Ben will die at some point. He will die preferably sooner rather than later. So he will buff your team. So that's my views on Old Ben for what you should do. I made the mistake of starring and gearing up my Old Ben, so nobody will kill him. And the AI will not target Old Ben until last, so just keep that in mind. 9 times out of 10 anyways, they won't do that. Some are thinking Ewoks are going to be the strongest level 100 team. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell right now because we're going to move to level 80, and they already said they're going to change the stats and stuff already on these characters. So it's hard to, if you're looking at the data now and you think the Ewok teams are going to be good, yeah, I mean, it's hard to do that though because it's all going to change. They've already put in that post that they're going to change some of these characters before we hit 80. So right now, all that we can do over the next couple weeks, and that's what we'll do in the live stream, is just look at characters and see what their level 80 stats are now with the data that we have right now. And hopefully they won't change them too much, so they'll still be viable. So we'll continue to discuss that and talk about that. Skunk, we got 31 watching right now. Great, man. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Hey, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. You will be notified of live streams when we do stream. I do try to stream every day except Wednesdays and Saturdays. I do stream, typically start somewhere between 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern time. Somewhere in that window usually. Sometimes a little earlier if I try to get my arena payout in, but for the most part. And then you will be updated of when we stream and when we upload new videos. So please do that. If you enjoy Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content, we try to pump out as much as we possibly can throughout the week. Lord Skunk, should I spend 100 crystals on 2 Luminara shards and shipments? No. Not even close. Luminara is going to come from Galactic Wars. You can get 5 shards a time for every 200 Galactic Wars credits you have. And if you look at my main account, I'll just give you an example. Look at my main account now. I got 10,200 Galactic Wars shards. So Galactic Wars shards are not going to be hard to get as you level up. So I would not buy anything out of this shipments thing. I wouldn't buy anything. When you're doing your dailies, to complete your dailies, buy these things. Buy these gear pieces. You need them. You're gearing up your characters anyways, so buy these. Buy 3 of these. Don't buy these, guys. Don't buy these character shards. They're not really worth it. I mean, you could do a refresh on some of these nodes and get gear and experience and training droids and all kinds of other stuff, and those shards. Now you're not guaranteed to get 3 shards, but you do get other stuff that are going to help you progress in the game. Don't waste your stuff in here. Okay, don't do that. Also, the other thing, too, and I'll say this because I do know we have a lot of new players that have just joined. I haven't said this in a while. Never, ever, 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 never buy ability mats out of the Cantina. Never buy that. You only buy character shards out of the Cantina. So these 2 mats are junk. As you can see, I got 95 of the green and 48 of the blue. You don't need these. You need the purples. So make sure you're not buying ability mats out of Cantina. If you've done it before, just chalk it up to hindsight's 2020 and move forward now. And only invest in character shards in the Cantina. And I'm working on 5, so I'm gonna get 5 shards. Yeah. Okay. Um, 400 credits. What do you mean 400 credits? I'm not sure what you meant, them 400 credits. Okay, let's see. Where else are we at? Make sure you guys are completing your challenges every day. That's important for the new players. Veterans, man, they already know that. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you always complete your dailies. Just get your dailies out as quickly as you can. Whenever, if you happen to be available at reset, start working on them then. If not, then work on them as soon as you can, just so you don't miss it. You want to make sure you don't time out on your dailies. Dailies are important. I mean, it took me about a month and a week to get from 0 to 70. And I was refreshing quite a bit though, so keep that in mind. But my other account's not that old either, and I'm already level 58, and I barely do refresh. I barely have enough money on this. Oh, thanks for the ad. I barely have enough money on here to do, or not money, but crystals to do refreshes. So thankfully, we got that 200 crystal bonus yesterday or whatever for servers being down. So that helped kind of put me back in the game a little bit with crystal refreshes. But even after my arena payout today, I'm still only sitting at 550 crystals, and I'm going to need to refresh after reset. So yeah, so definitely you want to manage your crystals. Skunk just sent you an email, reason technical help. Okay, yeah, I'll look at that. Let's see. If you guys do have any questions for me, just please put them in all caps. I will address any questions that you guys have. And there's other veterans in the live chat as well that will answer questions for you too. Let's see here. What else did I want to go over? Anything else that you guys want to talk about? Let's just do some general questions and answers right now. Just fire off some questions, and I will be glad to answer those. So Darcy said, what do you guys mean about crystal refreshes? So take a look on my screen here. You see where you go up here and you hit the plus symbol? I can purchase, so your energy will refresh by 1 point in 3 minutes, or you can purchase 120 energy and 20 sim tickets for 100 crystals. Purchase now. Now, when you do it the first time after reset, so every 24 hours, the game's going to reset. If you want to know what your reset time is, all you have to do is look at, where's our timer at? Oh, we can look at these challenges. So in 3 hours and 15 minutes, my game is going to reset. So I can buy more of these refreshes. They'll start at 50. You buy 2 50s, and then I think it's 100, 100, 100, and then it goes to 200 3 times, and then 400 3 times, and 900, so on and so forth. It keeps doubling. So I buy 50, 50, and 100 on this account is what I do. And then I buy 100 Squad Cantina. So again, you just go up to Squad Cantina Energy, click on that, and see now I would have to pay 200 crystals to get that. So that's what I do. I'm on this account because this is primarily free to play. I buy 3 refreshes in dark and light side battles, which equals 200 of these purple crystals. And then I buy one refresh in here for 100 purple crystals. Okay? So it's a total of 300 purple crystals. Now, I like to have a little bit extra just in case I want to do an additional arena, if I got pushed down the ladder or whatever. I want to be able to do a refresh there if I need to. Okay? And make sure you're completing all of these challenges and stuff when you guys get these opened. It's just free gear. Now, you can just, most of the time, put them on auto. Skunk, do you do the 100 crystals 21 days on your Droid account? No, I do not. I do not do that. I've seen it. It popped up. I haven't seen it in a while, though. It went away, I think. But no, I don't. I don't do that. Well, if you're free to play, I still wouldn't buy. Clay said, I only buy first order TIE Pilot shards of shipment because I'm free to play. I would still say, since you're free to play, that I still wouldn't buy those. I mean, you need that energy since you are free to play to get other characters or gear or whatever. You know what I mean? So you're a little bit more limited on your shards compared to other players that are pay to play. So I would just work on getting first order TIE Pilot out of his hard nodes when you get to him, because there's no point in just buying 2 shards of him. You know what I mean? It's going to take you forever to do anything with them. And really, with First Order TIE Pilot, just so you guys know, there's much better options currently in the game than him, just due to the fact that he is really soft unless you fully gear him up. You need to gear him up and star him up for him to really shine. And it is harder to do him. You could get Geo faster than him. You could get 86 faster than him. Ray would be similar to him. I would rather have Ray over First Order TIE Pilot. I mean, unless you are dead set on running a Phasma First Order team, I wouldn't put him so high up on the list. Darcy said, "Thanks. I am now a master, right?" No, young Padawan, you are not a master. John said, yeah, I spend my winnings every day, but I always keep 50 crystals for an arena refresh in case you need it. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Resistance Pilot, people talk a lot about him too. So Resistance Pilot, First Order TIE Pilot, Leia, Rey, GS, Hoth Rebel Scout, those are all good kind of like glass cannon category characters, or heavy DPS type characters. They're all good. So if you're going to look at the rank, if you're going to go by what people are saying are the best, what the top people are saying are the best, then you're going to be looking at GS, Rey, and Leia. Those are going to be your top three. Now, if you not pay to play and you don't have access to Leia, which is fine, then you're going to be looking at GS, Rey, Hoth Rebel Scout, First Order TIE Pilot, and then Resistance Pilot could be thrown in there. But if you guys don't have GS, if you're working on other characters over GS that are in that category, you're making a huge mistake. GS, out of the top three, Rey, Leia, and GS, he's going to really be number one out of that whole mix, just with all that he brings to the table and how easy he is to get, and the fact that you can gear him up to gear 9. So definitely focus on getting GS. For you new players, here's what you should be doing, okay? If you're not going droid, okay, if you're not going to go droid, you need to go to Squad Cantina. You should be working on GS. Whether you go droid or not go droid, you still should be working on GS. I don't care what way you go, you should be working on GS. This should if you're new or you haven't done it yet, you need to just be doing this over and over and over again. This one battle just to get GS. That's all I'm doing in Cantina. As you can see, that's how far I've gotten. I did 4 battles in Cantina because all I care about is GS. That's it, period. Get him first. Okay, out of the Cantina shipments, okay, if you're going droid, you can either go for Poe, okay, to help you in arena, or you can go for Daka to help you in arena a little bit, Galactic Wars and Dark Side. Okay, Daka will help there. So Poe can help you in arena with that taunt. He can keep your guys up, give them a little bit of breathing room. But if you're not going droid and you're just going, the traditional way, then I would start working on Qui-Gon Jinn right away. I would get Qui-Gon Jinn. Next would be Ahsoka Tano. Then would be 5s. Okay. Now, at some point, you are going to probably want Daka unless you have allies. Unless you can go and build up allies that have Daka for you to use as an ally. You're going to probably want her at some point just so you can get through those dark side missions. Okay. But if you want to build the teams that we've been talking about, Qui-Gon Jinn obviously is a great character to have right now. Ahsoka Tano with the new buff, and then 5s is looking pretty good with what he brings to the table. So there's those. Other than that, these other characters should wait. Those should be your priority out of the Cantina. And again, don't ever buy these ability mats. Okay, for Arena, if you're going droid, it's pretty simple. Just go HK, then IG, HK, IG, HK, IG. Just 1 star HK, then 1 star IG, then next do HK, just back and forth. That's all you got to do with those. Okay, if you're not primarily going droid, or droids aren't a big deal to you, then you probably want to start with Sid. That's what most of the new players are going to start with, was with Darth Sidious. And he is good, man. He brings some utility to the table, especially early game on early servers. Okay, and then after Sid, it's up to you what you want to do. You know what I mean? It's up to you how you want to do that. I would maybe go over here and start working on some droids, just maybe for, so you have some more dark side characters. It's up to you. But I'm not a fan of some of these characters. Like Ognat, I'm not a fan of. Coruscant Underworld Police, no. Gunray, no. Asajj Ventress, I don't think I would go after. I already have Greedo now out of here. And Akbar, I'm just messing around with. I'm getting some shards for him. But Stormtrooper Han could be good too if you need you want that tank. He's not quite as good as rated as good as like Poe or Royal Guard, but if you need one, he could be it. And finally, out of Galactic Wars, definitely go after Luminara. Unless you're droid. If you're droid, you can go after IG-86. But if you're not, go after Luminara. And then whoever you feel is going to filter out the rest of your team. If you're running, more of a Phasma on your dark side, if you bought that pack that got Phasma, then yeah, you'd want to start sharding her up. You could do Poggle if you're going droid after you get 86. So there's some options there. If you are trying to do that Ewok, you can get some T-Bow shards out of here. So that's good. I wish there was more Ewoks available in some of this stuff, because it is hard to level up Ewok Elder. Or shard up Ewok Elder. And that's pretty much it. That gives you guys a pretty good overview and a guide. Now be careful, man, doing this. Okay, don't get caught up in trying to get all these character shards. You need to pick who you want to focus on. Pick one on the dark side and one on the light side, hard modes, and that's who you go for shards for until you get them up where you want them. Okay, so for me right now, I'm trying to get this droid event done. So I'm just going for 86, and I'm doing his 2. This will cover my dailies too. So I'll complete this once. That covers my dark side. This will cover my light side, and I'll complete that for my dailies. And then the rest of my shards, or the rest of my energy, or whatever you want to call it, the rest of my light side, dark side energy is just used towards getting gear. So I just pick whoever I'm working on. Like right now, I'm going to finish out JC to go to his next level. So I'll just go here, find, and I'll just do those battles over and over again. Okay, and this is frustrating when you don't have sim tickets on your free-to-play, so you're just going to have to do some battles. So I just stick them in there, put them on auto, and then go do something else. Okay, I got 5-star Luke and 5-star GS from Cantina. Yeah, I would just continue on with GS if I were you, Crypto. That's what I would do. As I said earlier, I would just continue to get GS all the way. I'm going to keep doing Cantina battles over and over again on GS's node until he's 7-star, and then I'll probably move on to Chirpa at that point for that account. So that's what I'll do there. And keep in mind, try to focus on your main characters. Don't get spread out, guys. I really made that mistake on my main account, and I was all over the place. I put ability mats in this person, that person. I was leveling, and it's really easy to, once you're level, about 40-ish range, it's real easy to level people up, start throwing some gear on them, start putting in, ability mats into them, some of the littler ability mats. And the next thing you know, you got a bunch of characters that are, kind of started, but you aren't really going to flesh out your main team. You want your main team to be as geared as high as you possibly can get them for their level. You want their, dump your ability mats into those characters first. Really focus on that. Okay, if you want to stay competitive and you want to stay ahead of the noobs, because if you guys are on new servers, you guys got a huge advantage because you're a part of a community that's pretty experienced. So we'll help you, but utilize that to your advantage. Don't dump ability mats into characters that are important. Don't dump ability mats into Vader. I know it's exciting when you get Vader and you get him and you want to level him up and you want to put ability mats on it. That's great, man, but he's only going to go to 4-star. Okay, period. He's only going to go to 4-star for you. Unless you're pay to play, congratulations, he'll go to 5. All right? So, don't invest into you love Boba Fett and you want to focus on Boba Fett. If that's your thing and that's what you want to do, great. But don't cry and complain when you're, not doing good in arena. You need to build a team that has good synergy, that works well together, and then focus on that team. Don't go all over the map and change everything around. Really do research, focus on one team, stick to that team, and gear them up. You can look right here at my roster. This is my second account, so I have a lot more knowledge going back into this account. And all my arena team right now, they're all purple geared. They're completely geared up for as far as they can go for level. So now I just got to wait till I think it's 61 is the next spot. Yeah, 61, I can take him up to his next gear level. 65 for some of these other characters, okay? But I'm already ahead of the game. I'm ready to go once I hit that mark. And that's what you want to do. They need to be geared all the way up, and their abilities need to be maxed out. If you think you're going to compete at a high level, don't think you're just going to go into arena with Tebow that's blue geared. Maybe you level him, but he's blue geared and he's got level 3 abilities. Okay, it ain't going to work. It doesn't work that way. You have to invest into a good synergy team, and then gear them up completely and focus on starting them up. That's great that people have, like I have a 4-star Maul here. That's great. He's going to do nothing for me. I don't buy Chromium packs on this account. I don't do anything like that. So he's not going to do anything for me moving forward. He's just going to sit there. He's a waste. Talia's a waste. Chewie's a waste. Okay? I mean, if I continued to work with them, they would be a waste. Right now, they're just at where they're at, and they're just getting me to what I need them to do for right now. So don't invest in people that you're not going to use. I did happen to get a 3-star Lumi out of a Bronzium pool, so that was really nice. So now I can, gear her up and help. That'll help me out a little bit in Galactic Wars when I gear her up. When I get done with this team. So, Yeah, so make sure if you're new, pick your team and stick to your team. Now, I already know Daka's going to be replaced with Poggle, but I don't have a problem gearing up Daka because she's going to help me out on my dark side, okay? And she also will help me out in Galactic Wars. So I don't have a problem with her gearing her up right now and putting her in my arena team until I get Poggle, if that makes sense. So, Lord Skunk, I have no idea where I should head as far as a team goes, but I'm focusing on starring and gearing up Royal Guard and JC, Darcy said. Oh, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Royal Guard. Now, JC is great, man. JC will help you out in light side battles, and he will help you through Galactic Wars. Now, you're going to hit a point in Arena where probably around 40, 50, level 40 or 50, somewhere in that range, where he's going to start to not be as competitive, unless he's paired like with maybe a Lumi, a Qui-Gon Jinn lead Lumi team or something like that. But JC, there's nothing wrong putting him in. He's gonna you can use. I use JC till this day in my Galactic Wars. You guys just saw me do Galactic Wars. I use JC. He's very handy in there, especially as you gear and power him up more. He's one of the ones that can be geared up really high. He's pretty easy to gear, very easy to star up and rank up. So probably after Geo, I might do a little bit in Cantina with Jedi Counselor, but I really want to get Troop up for this team. So, but yeah, Royal Guard is really good too. I have 7-star Royal Guard. He's my next project on my main account. So yeah, nothing wrong with Royal Guard. It's just hard. He's hard to get shards for, especially early game. We only have one spot to get him. The next time I'll be able to get him is 5F. So I could probably unlock that and have 2 spots for Royal Guard. Let me look. 5F. I've been kind of slacking on my progression in these. 5F. Where the heck's 5F? Is this 5F? What am I on? Oh, hard. Okay. Oh, I haven't really done much on my hard modes yet. So A, B, C, D, E, F. So right here would be another Royal Guard. So if I wanted to just spend a little bit of time and go through this, I could get here and have another spot to open up Royal Guard. So Royal Guard on this account is not quite as important to me as he's going to be, I think, on my main account. But I did get him to 3-star. Yeah, JC, man, he's good, dude, with this cooldown stuff and reduction and all that. Yeah, there's definitely nothing wrong with JC. JC is one that you will use throughout the game. Yeah, I just happened to have Royal Guard. I think I already had the shards to 7-star them right before they released that update. So yeah, I went ahead and 7-starred him and leveled him up a little bit and started messing around with him. But the one thing about Royal Guard is it's very important to keep him geared and starred. If work on getting him starred, because he's going to focus everybody on him when he taunts, and he can be shredded if he's not geared. Darcy said, what I would love to see is an actual campaign for this game with story, etc., or at least an event that has a campaign story. Yeah, I agree. Hopefully they will. We know ship battles are going to be in there eventually. There's a lot more they can do with this game. This game is really young, actually, guys, for apps. I mean, look at Clash of Clans is still going. Injustice Mobile is still going. Clash of Clans is pumping out new ones now. Different offshoots of their game. So that's a good franchise. They've been running. So yeah, this game is it's an infant, man. It's in its infancy. So there's a lot more that can come from this game, and I'm going to be excited to see it as it progresses. Stu said, I would like to see a practice arena where you can put in guys you are working on and put them against bots. Don't use energy and you don't win or unlock anything, just a place to test out team comps. Yeah, that would be cool. I would like something like that too. That would be nice. What I would like to do is I'd like to be able to do that against allies, your allied teams. At least now, I'd like to be able to do it live, but at least now go against one of your allies. If I wanted to, I could look at my ally list and fight against them, and you could be notified, if they won or lost. You don't win anything or lose anything, but it's just kind of those bragging rights. So you set up different counters and comps and stuff like that. I think it would be really cool. Yeah, Dooku Lead, Six Blizzard, welcome. Dooku Lead is doing really well. So fortunately on my main account, the server goes by what I do, thankfully. They kind of go around whatever team I'm building, and then they kind of go around that to try to counter it. So So I haven't seen any Dooku leads or anything like that yet pop up in mine. And still, you know, I was the first one to hit 70. Mindbenders was second. And then this Daisuit guy just hit 70 as well. So I think he's the third 70 on my server. So, you know, these guys are starting to catch up. You can see they're kind of starting to build some diverse comps, you know, to compete with me. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see how they get going. For me, I still like this team that I have, which is which we talked about, which Explicit knows too, because he was using this team for a while too. Qui-Gon Jinn, Leia, Geo, Rebel Scout, and Rey. Man, the team shreds for sure. But like I talked about with Explicit, and I said to you guys earlier, Explicit recommended to drop in a Royal Guard, maybe take out Rebel Scout. So I'm going to put him in and see how that goes. He's, like I said, he's my next project. So Vem thinks he's going to be able to beat me. We'll see. If they put that feature in the game, I'll go toe-to-toe with anybody, man. I ain't scared. That's for sure. Royal Guard at Gear 8 and 5 stars is over 15k HP, so I find him viable at 5 stars in Arena, and I'm on a December server and still take rank 1 with him on my team. Yeah, man, he's great. But yeah, look what he did. He geared him up to Gear 8, so make sure you're gearing him up and make sure you're continuing looking for shards. Sixplicit said, I don't leave top 5 now. Defense wins. So is that the same team, Sixplicit? You're running Qui-Gon Jinn lead, Leia, Rey, GS, and Royal Guard. Is that what you're running still? Darcy said, Kit Fisto should be used more often. Well, only because it's my favorite character in the Star Wars universe. Kit Fisto is like the unsung hero of the Yoda challenge. All the videos I've seen of people beating the Yoda event, Kit Fisto was on the team. Sometimes he was like the last man standing. So, yeah, Kit Fisto. But unfortunately, he's only pay to play. He is from Chromium packs only. But yeah, I've done stuff with him. Actually, I haven't put much in his ability powers. But I did start gearing him up a little bit. He did help me on Yoda, so kind of a strange looking dude, but I'm not one to judge. To each their own. But little Yoda, yeah, I'm gonna go Royal Guard, and then I'm gonna start working on little Yoda because there's just some cool team comps. We talked about that one earlier. I think that's really viable on multiple levels. Is Qui-Gon Jinn, Lumi, Barriss? No, I'm sorry, Qui-Gon Jinn, Lumi. Yeah, Barriss, Ahsoka Tano, and Ilya. So I think that's really viable. I think you could do it in Arena. I think you could do it in, especially if the less established your server is, the better that team would be. I think that would be good in Galactic Wars, and of course it'd be good through light side, challenge modes, and all that stuff. And it'd be good for Yoda. So I think that's a good overall rounded team if you're looking to build one up. And you can get all those characters except Ilya. You can't currently get unless you got her from Chromium packs. But you could switch her out for somebody else. You could switch her out for Yoda. You could switch her out for Mace, Eth Koth maybe. You know, there's some other options you could put in there. But Remon said, I'm working on Tusken Raider. He's slow. But he's got high HP and calling assists. Yeah, well, keep in mind when they release the Tusken Shaman, there's going to be some decent Tusken synergies coming on. So, Sixplicit said, oh, Dooku lead. Yeah, Dooku lead is what he's doing now. Yeah, Dooku lead, Qui-Gon Jinn, Royal Guard, GS, and Rey. Cool. Yeah, Dooku's on my list to do now as well after the update where they did some fixes on him. So, yeah, definitely Dooku. I started him. What's my Dooku at? Where's he at again? In the 45 range. He's somewhere here. Where is he? I know he's got to be on the screen. You guys can probably see him, but for some reason I'm missing him. Oh, there he is. Hidden over here in the corner. Yeah, my Dooku is level 45. I can 6-star him, and I could start working on getting him. After Rey, I could start working on getting him, hitting him up. Now, is he in Cantina at all? I can't remember. Is he, can you get him out of Cantina, or is he just hard mode? I can't remember. How do we get him again? I can't look because I got to promote him to find shards. So, but yeah, Dooku definitely come back in. I liked him. I liked playing with him originally. But then everybody kept talking about him, how he was bugged and all this stuff, so I kind of put him on the shelf. Sweet, Darcy just unlocked Squad Cantina battles. Congratulations, man. That's nice. Cool. Oh, 6A? Oh, okay. Well, it can't be. Is it 6A? It can't be 6A. That's Barris, isn't it? 6A is Barris. Dooku's here? Somewhere in Cantina? Oh, last one. Okay, he's in the last Cantina. Okay, cool. In 6. So he's in the he's in what would that be? So C, D, E, F, G. So he's in G. 6G should be Dooku then. Okay, cool. Well, after I get Barris, I don't need to work on Chirpa on my main account. I'm not going to do him on that because I'm not going to probably run an Ewok team at least for a while on that one. That might be something fun down the road, but now I got to start preparing for 80, level 80. So yeah, I'll do that and I'll get Dooku up. I like doing it in Cantina. It's a lot easier than trying to do those hard nodes. I'd save those for Rey, and then I'll have to save them for First Order TIE Pilot. So is 200 crystals for Cantina worth it to be competitive? It just depends, man. I mean, if you're running primarily free to play, then no. I mean, you can run. You don't want to be completely out of crystals. When you're completely out of crystals, you're in big trouble, man. So I would just do one for now and see how you do. But the other thing that you guys got to remember too, you need to make sure you're collecting your free energy, okay? Because that's an extra. What's that? It's like a couple hundred energy a day. And then make sure you're not letting this get maxed out. See, right now, look. Right now, that's my main account. I don't care as much. But see, that's at max energy right here. See, I'm not getting any extra energy. This is all being wasted. So my timer, so in 6 minutes, I'm not going to get any more. It won't fill up. So who's that working on? Oh, Royal Guard, right? Yeah. So I just need to burn through this. So even if you're even if you don't have time to play or whatever, at least go through and burn up your energy real quick. If you have sim tickets, it makes it real simple. Just burn through it. Keep that low. At least keep it down a couple so you don't lose out on energy, and try to collect your free energy whenever you can. I mean, dude, if you want to get like legit competitive, serious about this game, you need to put your arena payout or your arena closeout timer on your phone for every day for 15 minutes before it closes out to check that. Make sure it reminds you to check it. You should put in a reminder alert in your phone every time free energy pops up. I think the app will tell you too. But sometimes, have an alert pop up, on your iPhone or your Google phone or whatever, to remind you, dude. If you really want to be competitive and take full advantage of the game, do that. Okay, do that. If you don't care, or you don't want to do that, then don't. But if you want to maximize and get the most out of it you possibly can, then that's what you're going to want to do. That's not bad. Only 20. Okay, it's 20. 20. 50. No. So. Oops. And something else too, guys, I'll give you a recommendation for new people. Recommendation for you guys, if you do want to try to shard characters up, okay, here's a way to do it. All right, I'm just going to tell you this, and other people can chime in as they want. But if I'm going to go, let me go to my Droid account and do it. So if I'm going to, if I'm a new player, I'm on a newer account here, and I want to put gear, and let's say in Jedi Counselor, okay? When you go to the Find button and you look at it, well, that's not a good example. Let's go to somebody else, because I only have one node open for that. Let me check Royal Guard on here and see if this is different. Okay, see how I have multiple battles here. Okay, now I can do these battles here. These are fine. Some people think, oh, we'll do the cheapest one. Now they say the higher the battle, supposedly, the better the drop rate. And as far as I know, I can't disagree with that. I can't confirm it, but I can't disagree with it. But look, so I need to get this gear for Royal Guard, right? Okay, so instead of just trying to go to the 6 energy one, just take a look at this one and see if there's somebody there that you would want. Well, I can use Tebow. Tebow can be used. I can use his shard. So I'm going to do the actual hard battle for him. It kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll hopefully get the gear piece. I'll hopefully get a Tebow shard. And I'll get the other stuff that comes with it. So, does that make sense? If you're looking to get shards, don't just go in and try to get shards. Go in and get shards for get gear and the shards for the people that you need. Oh, not true about the drop rate, Brandon said. Okay. Well, whether it's true or whether it's not true, the fact is that you still have a chance to get the gear and you have a chance to get the shard. So instead of me spending 6 energy and maybe getting a shard or maybe not getting a shard, I at least spent 12 energy or whatever that was, and I'm going to hopefully get a shard and get a piece of gear. So if that makes sense to you guys. See, look, so I got a piece of gear. I didn't get the shard, but that's okay. I got the gear. I'll go back and let's just see. Because there's such a balance in this game that you got to have, because you only have a limited amount of energy. You got to try to maximize it as much as you possibly can. Okay, for you other guys that have played other games where it's all about min-max, this is a lot easier for you guys to grasp and understand and formulate strategies. But for new people that maybe aren't used to min-maxing games, you know, and you can always improve your min-max too. So that's why we have these discussions and we have these live streams so we can continue to hear from other people. Like there's some really experienced people in this chat right now. You got them, you got Sixplicit. I know that Brandon always brings good stuff. Riemann was in here. Darktron usually brings good points. If I forget you, don't feel bad. I'm not trying to leave you out. I'm just giving some examples of different people that are very experienced and very high level players, on their server. So we all come together. We all have different points. We bring them together to try to find out the best ones. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Sixplicit, when we went over the future updates or future changes, whatever they're going to do. It looks like they're going to do, like most games do, they're going to start stretching everything out. They're going to take away the one hit, the one hits, which frustrates a lot of people, especially new people. It really frustrates them, to have basically your whole team wiped out before you even have a chance to take a turn. That turns people off. So they're doing what all games, MMOs or other apps or any game, it doesn't matter, console, all that stuff, they all end up doing that, where they're going to try to stretch everything out and give everybody a chance. And plus it gives you an opportunity to have more strategy instead of just trying to put in a bunch of glass cannons and burn them down. So this should be interesting. I think we're going to see more tanks, more healers, able to come back in, and it's going to mix things up again. That's good, man. It's going to keep things interesting. If it was just one vanilla team that you could run and you would beat everybody, that would be real boring. So, it's looking good. No, man, there's no stupid questions, man. That's what's going to make you better. I mean, think about it, Darcy. If you look at your server, you're on a fresh server. And you're probably, I would say 90%, 95% of the people on that server are new to the game. They don't know anything about it. So you're participating in a live stream with tons of veteran players that play at a high level. So you should do really well on your server. You should dominate your server without even having to spend a lot of money. So nothing wrong with that. Yeah, my thing with this, man, is sim tickets. I did buy, because of that 200 refresh, or not 200 refresh, but 200 crystals they sent us or whatever for the servers being down yesterday. I did buy some sim tickets earlier just because I did not have time to sit there and do these battles. Yeah, I really hope they do a good job when they do release guilds or whatever. I think that could be really cool. I like to be able to see some more interaction. I like to see some type of a chat feature where you can talk to talk to other people or whatever. That would be cool. Yeah, I'd like to see a live arena. I think that would be. I mean, you could do it for sure. You just queue up. So let's say I wanted to do a battle. I could queue up into the arena. It might take a minute or two to find somebody else that's also queuing up at the moment, but it'll put us together, kind of keeping rank, power, whatever they want to use to determine that, to keep it close. And then we would just have, 10 seconds or whatever, or 20 seconds to do a turn. I mean, it's not going to be fast-paced battle, but it's going to be strategic battle. It's going to be, I do a turn and they do a turn, and we go from there. So if they can do it with games like Hearthstone and stuff like that from Blizzard, then I don't see any reason why they couldn't do it with this. Same exact thing. It's just, you take a turn, you get a timer. You run out of timer, then the computer will automatically do it. So it basically turns into AI. Yeah, crossover tournaments. That's what Brandon just said. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool. I would like to see them, be able to do that. We can interact because we got a really good community. I would like this community to be able to work together. I'm in a gaming group called FTB. Vim's in it with me too, and that's going to be, we're going to be obviously in that guild or whatever, and in that squadrons, and we'll be able to hopefully utilize each other's characters, help each other out, and stuff like that. I mean, that's what I'm hoping will happen with the game. But only time will tell. We'll see. Obviously, they're doing something right, because we all wouldn't be sitting here talking about, this game if they weren't. Wow, we're doing pretty good for a Friday night. I think there's 26 people in here watching right now. It's pretty good for a Friday. John said, "I'd so take you down, Skunk." Well, hey, man, dude, I'll fight anybody, anytime, anywhere, man. It don't make no difference to me. I'm always game. I'm always game for a scrap. So, win, lose, or draw, I'm always down. It's explicit. I have 3,379 sim tickets, he said. Nice. Nice. Hopefully they'll put something in the game where you guys can gift like extra gear and sim tickets and stuff like that, and then you guys can gift them all to my Droid account. Darcy is a smart man. Darcy is one of the smartest people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. He just said, "Yeah, keep dreaming, John. Skunk is unbeatable." I love it. I love it. Very intelligent man there. I'm rank 1 too. That doesn't mean anything. Let's see. What else do we want to go over? Anything else we want to go over, guys? Anything else? If you haven't done so, join the lineup group. Sixplicit, let me add you to the lineup group. You can be in another group. That'll be fun. Okay, add friends to chat. What? What's your name on lineup? Oh, FTB. I gotta do it like that? That's annoying. FTB explicit. Alright, cool. Alright, yeah, but if you guys haven't done so, download the Line app. On your PC or your mobile device, and then I'll add you to the group if you guys want to be in it. See, what are you guys talking about in here? How are you guys talking in line app when you guys should be paying attention to the live stream? What's going on in here? I'm gonna have to I wonder if there's a way I can pause or suspend the line app group while the live stream's going on. Okay, you need to be focused 100% on this stream. What's going on, guys? Okay, also just to recap, if you haven't done so yet, let's see if anybody has. We're at 27. We're still at 27. Okay, guys, you're slacking here. If you would, please go to the discussion tab on my channel. Just leave a nice review, whatever, nice comment. You can see what some of the other people have left. Every Thursday, we're going to draw one person from this list. Okay, well, 2 people, sorry, from this list. You're going to give me your ally code. We're going to give that to Vim. He's going to add you. Now, Vim has 7-star Grievous on his dark side and some of his other, Cantina battles, whatever. And then he has 7-star Yoda on his light side. So if you want to have access to them, we're going to draw every Thursday 2 names. He'll add to his ally list, so you'll have access to 7-star Grievous. You can play around with him, and you can play around with Yoda. And I'm asking you to do this anyways. Vim just offered to do that, just to make that more fun, so you guys can experience that. I'll give you a chance to do it. So if you didn't win last week or you don't win this week or whatever, we're going to keep doing it every week. So if you haven't done so, please go in there, post a comment, whatever you like about the channel, the content, the community, all the stuff we're building, man. I really appreciate that. So if you guys would do that. Now, for some reason, I don't think you can access that from your mobile device, this particular tab on my channel. So you may have to do it from your laptop or computer or whatever. But if you do that, I'd really appreciate it. And again, Jeffrey got it last week. And then who was it? I always forget. Was it Dan? Who got it? Somebody else got it. John, I think it was John. John Wilkinson, right? Didn't John? Yeah, John Wilkinson got it. So John Wilkinson and Jeffrey got it last week. So they have they're allies with Vim, and then now Thursday we'll draw 2 more from it, and on Thursday live stream, and then Vim will add them as an ally. So it is cool, man. It's cool having a 7-star Grievous. I mean, not a lot of people have the opportunity to play with that character. Some pretty much ever. So that's pretty cool, and he also has the 7-star Yoda. So I really appreciate it, guys. Let's see, what else? Oh, and again, for the people that have just joined, we're just going over general chat right now. You can watch the replay. We did go over the future update. They did talk about they're going to raise the level cap to 80 in the next few weeks. We looked at some of the changes they have planned for the game, so you can check that out in the replay. Also, if you're interested in video editing or web design or anything like that, that you want to help out with the channel or the website, please let me know. Email me, lordskunk2016@gmail.com. If you have any videos that you want to do and you want them featured on the channel, you're more than welcome to do so. You can see Daniel Bruce did his. He sent it to me, and then I edited it up and added some stuff to it, but it's right here. So that can be featured on the site and on the YouTube channel if you guys want to do that. Okay? What else? Let's get some questions going here. Shoot some questions out. I got a little bit of time left. We'll keep it going for a little while longer. So just start firing questions out there. Fire them away, man. Whatever you got. Put them in all caps so I can see it. It's easier for me to see it. And I'll answer those. Donkey99, you just subscribed to me on YouTube? Dang, dude, you always come to the channels. I'm surprised that you just now did it. Tyler Zubik, I don't know if I said that right, but he just subscribed. Cool, appreciate it, guys. Thanks. Let's see. Where else are we at? This is the team that I was talking about earlier. We'll just throw that up again. I think in a team, if you just want an overall utility team, and you can do a lot with, I like this team. Okay, and there's some other people in here, like Explicit's in here, and some of the other guys that are veterans. This is kind of what I'm thinking. Just an overall, well-rounded, fairly easy to get, minus Sakura. You could always put JC if you had to. You could put Mace in there. You could put, you could put Old Ben maybe. You could put some other characters in there. I'm just thinking this is an all-around great utility team for some younger, less established servers. It'll get you through Light Side. It'll get you through Cantina. It'll get you through Yoda event. It'll get you through challenges. It will get you through Galactic Wars. I think you could probably go through all the way through Galactic Wars without having to change this team take anybody out. Now, what I like about the utility of this is that you have 3 great leaders, especially for all Jedi teams. You have Qui-Gon Jinn, Lumi, and Barriss, so you can move them around depending on what you want to do and what you think is going to work best for that particular battle. So you got great heals. All 4 characters can heal or have a heal of some type, and then Qui-Gon Jinn is just really good DPS and he's just speed everybody up when he's lead. But you could make Lumi lead for certain situations. You can make Barriss lead for certain situations. I really think that this is a good and this is a farmable team. Not easy. Barriss is a little more difficult than some, and Elia is not. But you could replace Elia if you're not pay to play and you don't have her. You can move her out and put somebody else in. Okay, but I think this is a great start. It's a good template for you guys. Let's see. Is the Yoda event a scam? No, it's not a scam. Not at all. It's, Yoda event is designed. Here's why the Yoda event was designed. The Yoda event was designed to push the Jedi pack. Okay, it's $60. What was it? $60, $50, something like that. Qui-Gon Jinn. I think it went away on my Droid account. Let me look. Is it still there? I can't remember how much it was. Yeah, it's gone now, right? Yeah, it's gone. Okay. The Yoda event is. I've seen that video too. Somebody posted that on YouTube, and they did a big long rant about it or something. I watched it. I think the last time Yoda was out. It was designed obviously, to push that pack of Qui-Gon Jinn and a couple other characters, and then of course, Barriss was then put into that hero wing pack, so people wanted to try to get Barriss for the Yoda event. So absolutely, it was there to make money. People, they wanted you to invest to get your Jedis up and all that. But now that we know it's going to come back every month and you don't have to try to rush into anything, all the Jedis that we talked about, these Jedis right here, excluding Elia, are all farmable. You can be free to play and get these characters. You can get Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka out of Cantina shipments. Luminara comes from Galactic Wars. Barriss at 69 is easily farmable out of Cantina 6A. Sakura, no, she wouldn't be in there, but you could always put in Mace, Eth Koth. There's other characters you could put in. Oben now. I don't recommend Oben for Yoda. You can do it. Obviously I did, but it's a nightmare. You can definitely be free to play and get Yoda. So no, it is not a scam. And if you don't want Yoda or you don't want to invest the Jedi to get, there's a lot of people. There's people probably in this channel that don't care about Yoda. They don't care about Jedi teams. That's not what they're into. They're into other type of teams or whatever, and they didn't go for them. So do you have to have Yoda on your team? No. Can Yoda be good in the right team? Absolutely. Yoda can be really good. But, he's not going to... Yoda didn't break the meta. So, if you don't want him, you don't have to get him. If you don't want to invest in Jedi, don't do it. But you can easily do it if you're free to play. You don't have to spend any money or a ton of money to be able to get him. So no, that is not true. What are your thoughts on the future plans that EA has currently for the game? Well, basically the future plans that EA has currently for the game, basically they say we have future plans, but we're not telling you what they are. That's exactly what they just said in right here. So future releases. We can't go into much detail yet, but we will update you when we can. More info as this one gets closer. Okay, so that's their future plan. The only other future plans really that they talk about is a change to advantage. We talked about the new fortitude thing, which we talked about that. Most games end up coming out with something like that to where you're not just one hit killable. Speed, that's in every single game progresses to this. Okay, every single game progresses. The faster you are, the less damage you do. Because your DPS, if you don't know what DPS, you guys, if you're new to gaming or whatever and you don't know what DPS stands for, it stands for damage per second, okay? Damage per second. So typically, DPS is judged by how much damage you can do in 1 second, okay? That's what DPS stands for. So when you say DPS character, it's damage per second character. Every character does damage per second, you know what I mean? It's just they're different. You want high damage per second. But the higher, the faster they are, the less damage they're going to do. The slower they are, the more damage they're going to do. It's the same thing. Just go back to, medieval times or whatever you want to do. If you're carrying 2 daggers, you're going to be really fast, and you can do some damage with those daggers. But if you're carrying a halberd, okay, one of those big pike things, those big long things, you're going to hit slow, but when you hit somebody, you're going to decapitate them. Okay, you're probably not going to decapitate anybody with a dagger, but you can decapitate them with a halberd. You're gonna be slow, but if you land it, it's gonna hit hard. So it only makes sense, man. It's just real world. That's how it is in the real world. That's how things really are. So it makes sense for games to do that. All games progress this way. Everything does. Now, the only other thing that they really said, it's all really pretty vague. In 2A, they said, related to the level 80 cap increase, we are making some significant changes to the combat tuning. So they don't say really what it is or what direction they're going. They just say significant changes. All the stuff they ever post is really vague. The goal is to mitigate but not entirely eliminate situations where characters can be killed before they've had a chance to act. So, and that's fair. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, that really turns off new people, inexperienced people, when their whole team gets wiped out before they even had a chance to hit their button. I mean, that's really frustrating. So I don't blame them for doing that. All games typically end up doing that. Now, the one difference I will say between this EA Capital Games, I don't know who this guy is that posts this stuff, but like Blizzard, like when their devs or whenever their people post, I mean, they're very detailed about what they're doing with the game and what direction they're going and why they did it and all the other stuff. So hopefully with these guys, maybe they'll take a note out of Blizzard's book and be a little bit more, because it kind of really sounds like this is a salesperson selling us something, but we don't really know what it is. You know what I mean? He's selling us on something, but no, like he doesn't know, and we don't really know what it is. It's kind of it's kind of frustrating when you read their post. So hopefully they'll get somebody on there that maybe is a little more technical and can explain things a little bit better in the future. So, but other than that, there's not a ton of information here. You know, it's really just kind of just telling you, hey, we're going to do some changes. But this is the most important thing to let you know that in the coming weeks, so who knows, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 4, maybe 8, maybe 12, who knows. But in the coming weeks, I don't think they would release this unless it's at least 4 weeks away. It's got to be at least, or within 4 weeks. I don't think they would start telling us about it if it was 3 weeks, or I'm sorry, if it was 12 weeks from now, I don't think they would say it right now. So I think within 2 to 4 weeks, we're going to see this cap change. So it'll increase from 70 to 80. So this is good. They're giving us time to prepare. So that's good stuff there. Anything else on this update that really caught my eye? Not really. This is what they choose for their tip of the week. I mean, that's about 1.05% of the player base is going to have this problem. So, I think that's about it for the update. I mean, I didn't really see anything in there that really... that was like game altering or anything. So... Brandon said about the devs hiding info, they can't reveal certain things. That's it. I understand that. I mean, and I don't have a problem with that. But, they can... Why say this? Why put this line in there? 3, and I'm. This is just kind of just nitpicking a little bit, but 3, future release. Much of the team's focus is on our next major update. Well, yeah. What else should it be on? What else are you focusing on then? You know what I mean? Are you guys just sitting back drinking coffee, just kicking your feet up on the desk? Of course, you should be working on the next major update. Absolutely, that should be a given. That's dumb. We can't go into much detail yet, but we'll update you when we can. More info as this one gets closer. Okay, well, you could have just left this whole line out because that was a waste of text. And then this was all of kind of a waste of text here. So after I said that, if anybody ever watches that, I'm never going to become a community moderator because of that, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, it really wasn't much. I mean, this is all just a recap of what we already knew. So that's nothing special. The only real line in here that really had anything to do was this right here. Level 80 cap is increased, and they're going to change the thing where you can't be one. Chances are you're not going to be one-shotted. So, is General Grievous good? Should I get him? Absolutely. You should start focusing 100% on General Grievous. Do nothing else but get General Grievous shards. Absolutely. No, I agree with you, Brandon. No, I was just saying, though, I mean, this really was not a lot of info that they gave us. This really wasn't anything. I'm just glad they gave us a heads up on the level 80 cap. That's good. I'm happy with that. So, GS is probably getting nerfed. I wish people would quit saying that about GS. He's not OP. He's not OP. He just happens to be really good right now because he's one of the characters like Yoda that can go to Gear 9. So we'll see. And what do they do if they nerf them? They're going to take away where you can't use swarm every turn. I don't have a problem with that. I think swarm should be every other turn. Yeah, true. Yeah, GS is probably without being. So here's the thing. So GS, Rey, Leia, some of these other characters, they're without being nerfed, without anything being changed to the character, just the way that they're changing the this fortitude and this other stuff, that's going to kind of nerf them anyways. So this already is a nerf that they're doing. They're basically nerfing, burst damage is what they're doing. Okay, they're nerfing burst damage. Gear collecting is a tedious task. I agree. It gets welcome to the beginning, my brother, because it's about to get a lot worse, especially with this level 80 cap increase. So. One thing, though, that I would like to see them do in this game, okay, and I'm assuming that majority of you are going to agree with me, is there needs to be an increased drop in purple gear, okay? There needs to be an increased drop in purple gear. And here's why I say that. Because a lot of these characters, if you don't level their abilities up to max, they're garbage. Hoth Rebel Scout base abilities is junk. I couldn't play that character and have any idea of how good that character is unless I get his abilities all the way up. So you're forced to go to sites like Cantina and the GG site. You're forced to go to those sites to be able to look at that because you have no clue. If you just look at the base stats of these guys, if you look at the base stats, let's pick somebody out here. Who's somebody that I know that I don't really have leveled up? Chirpa could be a good example. So if you look at his stuff, his ancestral secrets, all allies recover 10% of their max health at the start. The next 2 turns. Ewok allies also gain retribution for 2 turns and recover health for 1 additional turn. That one's not that bad. That was not the one I'm thinking of. Which one? The Tribal Unity is the one I was thinking of. Okay. Grant all allies speed up for 2 turns, then call a random Ewok ally and 1 other random ally to assist. These assists deal 70% less damage. Now, this maxed out, though, is stupid crazy. You basically call your whole team to assist. I watched it on a video the other day. I think I liked it. On my channel. If you go on my channel and look at my light videos, I think I like the one. But it's basically Chirpa uses that power and your whole freaking team just attacks one person. It's crazy. It's really cool. So, give us the ability to get these purple mats, more of these purple mats, so we can gear up these powers. I mean, I only have 2 people, I think, with max powers on my whole entire account, and that's Qui-Gon Jinn and Leia. And I didn't do her leadership ability because that doesn't interest me. So those are the only 2 that have their max powers that I want all the way there. I'm still working on Geo and some of the other ones. But for these characters to really shine and see what you're working with, you have to be able to max up their powers. And the fact that they handicap us on being able to do that is really annoying. I mean, they don't even give you an option to buy them. They give you an option for noobs to fall into the trap of here and buying these. I mean, shoot, if you're going to do this, at least give it to us. Put them in freaking Galactic Wars right now. Dude, put them in Galactic Wars. Put them at 300 or whatever, a shard, and put them over here. Because I don't have anybody in Galactic Wars on my main account. Let me see. My main account has like 10,000 of these these things. So, yeah, put the purple over here at least or something, man. Give us a break. There's not really a lot in Galactic Wars right now anyways. They need to put some more stuff in there. Put them up here. Let them randomly drop up here and maybe make them, 50 energy or something. Now, I'd maybe do that. And maybe buy that 50. Maybe I wouldn't. But at least if I had the option, that would be cool. Put them over and they're required. You have to have them, and they're so hard to get. There's only a limited number of times that we can get them or ways that we can get them. So, put them in here, maybe make them 400. Maybe put them in Galactic Wars, make them 400. I don't know, whatever. Just for when we're maxed out and I don't really care about getting more characters, I can buy those ability mats if I really wanted to. The purple ones are the only good ones. Why does Leia's leader skill don't issue? Because I'm not running a Rebel team. Their leader skill is only for Rebel. And I wouldn't use her on my Rebel team anyways. Or I wouldn't use her as lead on a Rebel team anyways. Compared to what else you have available. I would use probably Akbar as lead if I was going to build a Rebel team. So that's not on my list to do right now, but Let's see. Anything else? Um, Bilbo Bobbins, are you still in here? Okay, Bilbo Bobbins. I was just kidding about General Grievous. But if you want Bilbo Bobbins, if you want to have access to General Grievous as an ally, all you have to do is simply go to Lord Skunk's YouTube channel, click right here on the discussion tab, go ahead and leave a positive comment, something you like about the channel, whatever. You can see some of these other ones here. And then every Thursday, we're going to draw 2 people, and we're going to add them to Vim's. Vim's going to add him as an ally, and you're going to have access to 7-star Max Grievous, along with 7-star Max Yoda for you to play around with and check out. So if you haven't done so, go to the discussion tab, leave that review, and then he'll get you added. Now, I'm asking you guys to just do that anyways, but the nice part is that Vim offered to do that, so that's kind of a cool thing for you guys to be able to do. So please do that. Anything else? Anything else, you guys? Put some questions in here for me, okay? I'm gonna end this thing soon. I think I've got to just about everything I wanted to cover. If you haven't done so, get the Line app and join the group on the Line app. Whatever. Fire off your last questions that you got, and then we'll go ahead and end this thing tonight. Be right back. Oh, one other thing I haven't seen much from you guys tonight, especially you new players. Maybe you're not quite aware, but you guys need to be passing out your ally codes, man. You got a lot of high-level people in here that got great, great leader characters you can use as allies. Allies are huge, man. Allies are huge. So put your ally codes in there for you new people, and and get with the other community guys that are higher level to help you guys out to get through these battles. It makes a big difference. I mean, all of my both my accounts, all my allies are 70. So I'm going to use them to get through these light and dark side battles, and then once I get through those, I'll add some of you lower level guys. But absolutely, man, you guys need to be using this community and this forum or this chat to be able to get those. I know Juan, he went back after one of the live streams. I told him to put his ally code in the comments to one of the videos. So go back to this video and put your ally code in the replay once it's up. And he got 8 people, all 70s, that added him that night. So you definitely need those allies, man. That is huge, huge, huge. Look at this ally list I got. This is on my Droid account. Okay, I'm level like 50 something. So they're all 70 or whatever. They're all the player levels are 70. Some of the characters they have in here aren't, but for the most part they are. So I have more than enough to choose from to get me through any battle. So definitely be filling up your ally list. You can have 35 allies. Fill that thing up. And there's tons of forums and stuff that you guys can go on. You know, every freaking Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes forum has the ally code thread. So just stick your code in there and see what you get till you get it built up. And then what I do is I just replace out, or what I did do was I just replaced out lower level people with higher level people when I got them to add me. So. Let's see, what else? What else is some of the stuff we went over in the past that we should probably talk about for some of the new people? Yeah, that's Tassim just said he hasn't played in 2 days. He's way behind. Yeah, it makes it tough when you don't have access to it. The best thing to do is to try to get your dailies out of the way as quickly as possible. Get into a routine and get into that. And as soon as you can get to your dailies, even if you only have, you know, a few minutes every little bit, if you can, just work on getting those dailies completed. Even if you can't do anything else, at least do dailies and try to use up your energy. That's important. If you want to progress, I mean, if you don't, if you got other stuff going on in your life, then obviously it's not more important than this game. You know, your life's more important than the game. But if you can find the time, you don't need a ton of it. If you can find a little bit of time, just to at least complete your dailies, and it'll keep you leveled up. And you know, part of doing your dailies kind of keeps you progressing, and that's, you know, arena, you know, completing some arena battles to keep you up on the ladder. Well, you may not have time for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes to see, but at least, my brother, you have time for Lord Skunk's live stream, which I appreciate you coming to. So, even if you don't have time for the game, you got time for the stream, and that's all that matters. Will this new update be good for Droid Team? Well, we don't really know because they were so vague in what they were saying. I don't think they really know, to be honest with you. That's why they're vague. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's Droid synergy is Droid synergy. I mean, they got pretty good synergy all around. You know, some people are saying too that a 7-star, you know, geared up with, you know, with his abilities trained up, Magna Guard isn't too bad either with the droid teams. See, a lot of people don't give him a chance. You know, they focused on Royal Guard was so good in that update, but Magna Guard has some changes too. So, you know, I would be curious to see if anybody has him at 7 stars, you know, geared up a little bit. I would like to know how they feel about him, especially with the droid synergy, because I've heard a lot of people talk about, you know, he's pretty dangerous when paired with the droids. He can disrupt your team pretty well. So. DCS Stapleton said, Vice for Galactic Wars. I get to the last fight, then they kill my last team. All I have are level 1s left, but I don't want to waste my cash or level coins since I'm not 70 yet. Okay, listen. Let's talk about that too. Okay, every situation is different, but here's the overall answer to that. Is that if that's happening to you, then you need to strategize better up until that point. Okay, you're losing too many people. Before the goal is to not lose hardly anybody in Galactic Wars. Okay, that's why we have the retreat button. So if you're not familiar with the retreat button, let's just go over that, because I didn't know, man. I played Galactic Wars probably for 2 weeks, and I didn't know. I was just double tapping my app and hard closing it. So let's go over to Galactic Wars, and we'll do this battle. And okay, we'll just. So in Galactic Wars, If somebody dies and you don't want them to die, we'll just fight this battle out a little bit and see. But all I have to do is click here to this little gear when it's my turn, this little gear right here, and I can just retreat out and it'll restart the battle for me. Okay, so don't lose a bunch of your people in Galactic Wars and keep continuing on. You can do this all the way up to the end. Now, if you're playing on your phone, even if you get to the defeat screen where it says defeated, as long as you don't touch anything, you can double tap your app, you know what I mean, where you open it up and you can hard close it out. Does everybody know what I'm talking about? So you don't have, you know, if you missed a retreat button or whatever, you don't get it in time and it says defeat, don't touch anything. Just tap your, like on iPhone, you just double tap the home screen and then, you know, swipe the app up and it'll clear, you know, it'll hard close the app and then just go back and open it and it'll reset that battle. Okay. But don't keep going through and losing people and keep continuing on. If you run into a problem, retreat, move some people around, change your leader or whatever, do different strategies to get you through that battle without losing anybody. Here's an example. Just earlier in the Galactic Wars on my main account that I did, I lost 3 people. I retreated from that battle, and I moved people around, and I ended up killing their whole team without really taking hardly any damage. I just moved, I think I changed my leader around, I moved some people around in different slots. That's all you got to do. So don't go through Galactic Wars just sacrificing teams all the way through. If you're going to sacrifice teams, sacrifice your low-level people in the earlier, not have them for later. You don't need those low-level people, obviously, to get through the last battle. You need your high-level people to get through the last battle. So if you're going to do that, you can throw suicide teams in there on really tough teams, and you can eat up some of their cooldowns and then bring in your heavy hitters. So if you haven't watched one of my streams of me doing Galactic Wars, you need to watch that at some point. Is Vader worth it? Worth what? You can't buy him. So is he worth it? No, he's not worth it. You can only get him to 4 stars. The best case scenario, really 5. So is he worth it at some point? I mean, what you get him for free. He doesn't cost you anything. So you can't buy his shards unless you get him out of the shard shop. So yeah, he's worth it because he's free. He's worth it because he's free. Now, is he worth putting ability mats and gear into and leveling? No, he's not worth it. Is he worth getting the shards? Yeah, because they give them to you automatically. So, but that's for Galactic Wars. For you guys, I mean, if you're losing people, don't lose people in Galactic Wars. Don't just sacrifice people to get through the battle. Retreat out, and you got to use some strategy and some tactics to it. See, right now I just lost 88, so I'm not going to do this battle because I don't want to lose 88. So I'll move people around. I'll do this battle later on my own. But you know, I can move people around. I can try a different leader, or I can take 88 out and put in, you know, Royal Guard in that slot or whatever. You know, there's a lot of different things you can do. But don't sacrifice people just to move on in the battle. You know, your goal is to, by the time you get to your last 3 battles, you want to have pretty much your whole roster alive. And then maybe throw away some of your little people at them. Okay? Okay, how do you feel about the 7 or so starter packs? If you're talking about those packs, I actually go over every single one and I rate them on one of my videos. So let me go back. It's actually titled that, so it's really easy. Let me see. It is... Here, let me... Isn't there an easier way to look at this? Yeah, here we go. Okay. It is called... one where I rate all the packs. Jeez, I've done so many of these damn things now, I can't remember. Huh. I think it's this one, The Truth About Packs, right here. I think it's this one. The Truth About Packs. So I think, you know, you need to read that. You need to decide if it's worth it or not. If I was going to rate them, I rate them here, and I can't remember them all now because I don't have them show up on my screen anymore, so I can't remember what they all are. But I go through each one, I tell you if they're worth it or not. And some of them are, some of them aren't. And what makes them worth it more so than the characters even is the stuff that comes with them. So let's check out my boy. Nice, nice, nice. I don't see one from Bilbo Bobbins, though. Where's it at? Where's it at, Bilbo Bobbins? I don't see it. Skunk, would you like me to cut up that video with each pack review? It might be nice to have. Yeah, absolutely. And then, Darcy, I'm going to get with you after this live stream, too, because if you notice in this live stream, I tried to break them up into sections. So I got a list of the sections we went over, and those are what I want if you can chop them up. And I tried to keep them in order, so it's real easy. You should just be able to, you know, do one section, edit, next section, edit, next section, edit, next section, edit. And we don't need them to be, like, all crazy. You know, you don't need to do a lot of effort into them because you know, just as long as we can break them down to, instead of being 3 hours, we can break them down to like 10 minutes, you know. Yeah, he tricked me. Bilbo Bobbins, you little trickster. Little trickster from the Shire. All right. Bilbo is freeze-dried unicorn. Oh. Well, how do you do that? How did you change your, how's your name that? One thing and then your name's something different. Sweet. Yeah, magic. He's magical. Magical unicorn. All right. You should make more playlists, Skunk. Well, geez, I mean, I try to stream almost every night. I mean, I don't know how much more content you guys could possibly want. Now, the only other thing that I really want to do, though, is I want to chop up some of these videos so we can break them down. So when I get questions like that about the packs, we can already say, hey, go look at that video. What I need to do is I need some more people to volunteer to edit because I need some people to go back and pull some of these questions out, and we can just put like a frequently asked questions volume 1 video together, you know what I mean? And that would really help new people. And it'd be a good refresher for some other people too. So yeah, that would be something that'd be cool. So yeah, so if you can help edit, please let me know. How many people are in this right now? We're running late too, dude, and people still here. Holy cow, we still got 20 people in here. More content, more content. We need more content. Tons of it. I need people to help me edit. Dude, I pump out more content than the freaking developers of this game, dude. I pump out more content than the developers of this game. So I need people to help me chop up all this content. I need like content managers and editors to chop it up and put this stuff out there. I mean, there's probably really, honestly, in this one live stream right now, there's probably at least 12 segments we could put together out there. So 12 more videos that we could put out there just from this one live stream. And how many do I have? 21. So if you can just average 10 segments from each one, so we have over 200 segments right now that we could add if we had editors to go back and pull that out. So for some reason, guys, I don't know why, but that old Ben one we did yesterday, that live stream, it only got an hour of it. Hopefully it won't do that today. Somehow it skipped around and we lost a lot of the stream. So I don't know what happened there on the replay. Yeah, if you guys have recommendations from me, do me a favor. Just shoot me an email with those. If you guys want to see a video on something specific or whatever, I don't have a problem. You should schedule a 24-hour stream. Holy crap! I don't know if I could do it. I mean, I know I could physically do it, but I don't know if my stream, like, I think the streaming software will only allow you to do it for like a certain amount of time. So as a matter of fact, I should probably end this one soon so we don't get cut up. Maybe that old Ben got cut up or something because we went too long. I don't know, but yeah, the old Ben got all jacked up. So, yeah, if you guys want to help me, we got a good start here. What are we up to now? We're up to 366 subscribers. We're not even a month old. I've got over 31,000 views. If you guys see this, this is freaking crazy stupid. Stupid, dude. Look at this. Watch time. 130 days and 16 hours. 130 days of watch time. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Stupid crazy. So, yeah, there's definitely people that want to watch. Now, the biggest thing that I get from people that can't make it to the live streams or are watching the replays of this is that they want me to break it down where they can see them in smaller segments, you know. So that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. So if you can help at it, please let me know. So let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end. We'll end the stream today. I think we got through some good stuff. Again, if you want to continue with the chat and keep it going, hit me up on Line App and I'll add you to the group. We're up to 10 people right now in it. So if you guys want to be a part of that, you're more than welcome to. You can see they're all chatting. Your boy Vim's in there, so you can always talk one-on-one with your boy Vim. Six Explicit is in there. He just joined. So, you know, those are two other great veterans, high-level players that will give you advice. They're always willing to do it. So it's great to be in there. Yeah, if you want to help out, man, just shoot me an email, lordskunk2016@gmail. Just let me know that you're interested in editing. If you don't know how to edit, I'll give you a crash course in it. It's not really that difficult at all. And you have free software on your PC. If you have a PC, that'll help you do it. So it's not a big deal. I love how he talks trash. Just remember, there's only 5 slots, so it doesn't matter how deep your roster is. There's only 5 slots in a battle, so it's not, you know, don't put too much on the line there. All right, cool. You guys email me. Okay, great. Well, let's do that. We'll end that tonight. I'm gonna get with Darcy after this. I'll hit you up online, Darcy. So we'll on Line App. So we'll talk for a little bit there. But I appreciate everybody coming. We will be streaming again. The next stream schedule I have will be on Sunday. Hopefully Sunday evening we'll do some streaming. So we'll do that. That'll be the next one. But we'll try to get some content up and some stuff for you guys. I really appreciate it, man. It's awesome. You know, for you guys coming out and what we're doing, building the community. So we will get more in depth on Sunday with talking about preparing for level 80. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good night. Be safe, and we will see you soon.